We need an exorcist or doctor, or a therapist or priest to tell him, Jerry, put the fork down. If you don't put the fork down, the good Lord might not save you, Jerry. It's 3 p.m. The sun is setting. The sauce is on his cheese looking red. He's like a zombie. He just needs to rest his head. We need an exorcist or doctor, or a therapist or priest to tell him, Jared, put the fork down. If you don't put the fork down, the good Lord might not save you, Jared.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Low Budget LCS. We are here with our third stream of the season, keeping it going strong. It'll be a little bit of like a micro booth cast. I have with me Vega, who is one of the analysts from the lovely talk show, The Booth. Vega, how are you doing this fine evening?
I'm doing wonderful. First cast for me of the season, so super excited. And I don't know that you and I have ever duo casted.
I don't think we have. I think it's. I think this is the first. And you know, you always remember your first time.
That's true. That is true.
This is what they tell me. So we've got an economy match coming up, and economy is by far my favorite league to stream. I find it a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to streaming these people. Did somebody? Oh, you did do that. I did forget to invite you. Looking forward to streaming these people. What does it show? Reload that page, and it's good. Okay, cool. All right, and so the draft is live. Here, let me stream for you the draft. Where is Discord?
I appreciate you.
Nope, don't stream League of Legends. Share your screen. Lubalucas. Okay, cool. So we've got our streams up so far. So far, we're only about a third of the way through draft.
Yeah, this is a pretty standard draft so far. Yeah, like Zinzao into Jarvan Victor's like hyper standard. Xerath has been kind of popular lately. I've seen a lot of LBLCS teams like playing towards this. I think into Victor it's pretty nice because like the range advantage is pretty good. Can be a little spooky into Jarvan because obviously anytime you're in a mobile mage, Jarvan's pretty scary.
Mm-hmm. On a mobile anything really.
But yeah, do like Rakan. Any like hard CC for Xerath is good because you want people to have to stand still for the ult. So Rakan obviously very good at that. Rakan plays well with Zinzao also. I'm curious what they round out CMSA's first three here with though. You see two pretty mobile champions there. I'm not sure if you want to pick your support here or they did ban. There's two support bans when they banned Leona and Seraphine.
Yeah. So I'm sort of curious about your thoughts here. So I often see that people will
Ooh.
respond as they would here, where they end up picking a support when the opponent support, like red 3, right? Like support for blue
Yeah.
side was picked on either 1, 2, 3. And then red side uses, for example, and it doesn't have to just be support, but any position where red 3 will pick the lane that has been picked. My thought process is that that's actually not the most strong call, because you can pick something blind, and then ban away the potential counter picks to it, and then you avoid that thing being banned away from you in the second ban phase. I don't know if you have any thoughts about that, Draft Master Vega.
Yeah, I think it kind of depends team to team. If you have something in mind, you want to play on that R3, like you're saying, like let's say you wanted to pick your top laner there and then like double ban tops, like that can be a very strong strategy. But then there's also the worry of, let's say they plan for a con, and they say we see Rakan, we know they might pick that. We really badly want Rel into that matchup, but we want to force them to pick Rakan first. So they double ban support, and then what ends up happening is if they pick the Rakan, cool, they lock Rel, they can ban other stuff. Or they, in turn, like if they don't pick Rakan, they may do what you say, right? Like be like, okay, cool, we'll just ban Rakan in second ban phase. But I think it depends. Like teams may say like, we want Rel into Rakan. They pick Rakan, we're fine with picking Rel in R3 because they're worried blue side will ban Rel if they don't pick it. So it's kind of like depends on what you value, right?
Yeah, there's so many different things that you could be ending up picking up here. And it looks like what we're going to see is the Renekton blind. Renekton blind has to be like the quintessential blind top laner.
Yeah,
it feels like that is what people usually pick.
Yeah, I think it's been a while now. He's kind of like the easiest. Like he plays well with Jarvan, he plays well with Rel. Like there's not really a ton you can pick that crushes him. I do think Poppy is huge here. I don't want to spoil it, but I think CMSA, like this is like the biggest Ziggs angle ever.
The Zangle
like,
is crazy.
You have AD top jungle. You have Jarvan Rel, immobile in 2 different roles on the enemy team. It's like pretty big Ziggs angle, but I don't know that people are liking Ziggs as much since the patch has changed a little bit. But both comps right now are very good. I think Poppy top is much better now. The nerfs kind of angle her towards being more tanky. Tristana's cool, especially into like Jarvan. Tristana is pretty good. Tristana also not bad into
siege
mages.
powers as well.
Yep. It's pretty hard to engage. Also, the only thing about Poppy top is that you will be side lane like a lot as Poppy top, and so like Jarvan Rel don't always have to interact with Poppy, until it's around like late game stuff. Okay.
Oh, this is the
APC.
second time. I gotta tell Ducky Lord about the sway bug.
Yeah. I'll say this: any team, if you're drafting and someone goes Renekton Jarvan, they're almost certainly going to go APC. The second they lock AD top jungle, it's coming. Buckle up. It's coming. They're going to play a mage bot lane. That's like the go-to. People love that.
Yes, and I will get the
really
prediction up here, going so that you all can bet your schmecks. I almost set it up for 30 seconds. On the blue side, we've got OML, Old Man Land Father Figures, and on the red side, we have CMSA Esports. I'll leave the draft up for a little bit. If you're having a hard time seeing it, that pick that's sort of grayed out is Hui. And if you like locking Hui but not actually seeing him, what you're looking at is the bespoke low-budget LCS draft tool, coded by one of our very own, Thy Ducky Lord. So please make sure to give him some love for the site if you've ever used it. And Shards Sup, or Shards Sup, that's a tough one, has become the latest investor in the low-budget LCS. Shards Sup, thank you so much for your investment. You can join us at the board meetings at the Denny's in Vermont, and you know which one it is. You can just follow the voice. You can go around the back, talk to our buddy Todd. He's the assistant manager. He'll let you in. And as always, pancakes are on us. And if you would like to become the latest investor, you can go ahead and do so by subscribing. Ain't that nice?
That was beautiful. That was really well done.
Thank you. It was seamless. I wasn't trying to do anything else at the same time.
I gotta say, I am super impressed with the drafting from both of these teams. Like both of these drafts were super good. Like well thought out, like what you'd want where, like what answers what. I think it's really good.
Is the greatest enemy.
I think
Yeah,
economy.
it's quite balanced.
I tend to agree that economy is like my favorite league to watch also because economy is like the perfect mix of like things that are good while also not knowing at all what is going to happen. Like I find myself a lot of time being like, oh, like this play will probably be gone for, and then be like, oh, actually these guys are psychos. They're going to go for something insane, and I love watching it for that.
Yes, I love economy. Economy is not beholden to the silly goofiness of meta. Meta doesn't exist in economy. They just pick it. They just pick champs. And then they go and they
Pick
have
what
a
you
great
like.
game of League of Legends. League of Legends is so much fun when you're not caring about what the patch notes are.
Oh, it's a Victor bot. Victor bot.
Oh, Victor bot. That's strong.
I do think that's better. I think Victor is more natural for AD carry players also. Hwei is like, you know, it's kind of hard. Like if you're an AD carry player, like pick up Hwei, he plays so differently. But like Victor's pretty straightforward.
So I go.
And we're getting a lot of CMSA Esports support here in the chat, especially a bunch of first-time chatters. Let's see, we got DRK248, Atros TV, Gasians, what a name, and Bormeleon. Over
That was
here,
good.
we got a bunch of supporters for CMSA Esports. We'll see, but I'm not seeing a lot of bets put down for CMSA Esports, and the odds are looking pretty good. That's 1 to like 5.9. What if you bet one Schmeckel and CMSA Esports win, you get 5.91 Schmecks back. Please don't ask about the. Oh, there we
you
go.
go.
Now people are betting. Very good. Now the odds are very heavily. Yep. You better if you're a betting man, put some Schmeckles down on OML father figures. You got quite the return coming out there.
OML draft has every ingredient you want to see for success. Yeah, I think both squads have like drafts they're probably happy about. Like have tools to play the game and like a clear like late game plan, which is really nice. Obviously Java on ADC. I don't know if I've ever watched Java play ADC before, but I'm pretty hyped. Java's a really good player.
Yeah, I think that was one of the big things that we were talking about when it came to our tier list episode, which if you haven't seen that is 3 hours of goodness. It is up on the Low Budget LCS YouTube channel, which I think is linked in one of the cards down below the stream feed. So if you're curious about that, go over, or you can just search it up in the YouTube search, and all of the streams will be there, including all streamed episodes of the booth.
That's beautiful. Again, you have a talent, Jack.
Thank you. Thank you. I love when the spotlight is on me.
Mhm.
So
Are you a Leo?
Huh?
Are you a Leo?
No, my name is Jack.
Okay. All right. Okay.
With like a almost perfect 50-50 Schmeckel distribution in the betting. So I mean this we're shaping up to have quite a game here. I think the Poppy, what was that, B4? The Poppy B4 is so turbo. Poppy into this comp,
It's huge into this.
like the Rel, it just denies the Rel and the Jarvan engage. Like now Rel and Jarvan have to play around I think it's steadfast presence from the Poppy. Otherwise they get nay-nayed.
They get nated. I think this game, unironically, like is about Renekton. Like if Renekton hard wins side lane, then it's really hard for OML's comp to play the game because they kind of need Poppy to be able to group, and if she hard loses side lane, it's hard to like do. But Poppy, it's kind of hard to hard lose side lane as Poppy and Renekton, so it should be fine. Also, like range advantage later is. It's Xerath obviously has like higher range than any of the other champions, but I do think that CMSA's comp, if they are ahead, it's much easier to play their comp. Like, I don't think Xin Zhao has a lot of fun if Poppy is not there. Because Rel and Jarvan can really like muck up team fights pretty easily. And this is the nerf Sundered Sky patch, so Xin Zhao is considerably weaker. So I am curious what build they're going to go, because I've seen a couple different people go different builds.
Could have flexed some support. Xin Zhao support.
You could have. I mean, if they were truers.
If they were
But it's
truers, they
okay.
would have done so.
If they were truers.
And if you're a truer, you'll enjoy, and you haven't joined the Low Budget LCS Discord, what are you doing? There's so much true over there. Go true it up. The link is on the screen, and it's also, I believe, in the cards down below. So go check it out. Two more first-time chatters in support of CMSA. We got Space Dandy 1994 and Tiddlywink.
Great anime.
Oh, love Tiddlywink. What a name.
Hey, Jack, what does it mean casters by tip percentage?
It means I tip more.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. How do you even know that? How would you even know that?
I took a peek at your check, and also I talked to the host afterwards, and she
That's
was
unreal.
not happy with the 3.5%, dude.
Look, that's like, that's not even the rate of inflation. Never mind.
It is not.
It is not even the rate of inflation. Dude,
All
there's
right,
so
we are
many
headed into
CMSA
game.
fans. I love this.
I know, isn't that great? It's me, Snoops. It's a me, Snoops. Who even cares? It's fantastic.
It's me, Snoop. It's me, Snoops.
It's me, Snoops.
I like names like that. I'm biased, but I think names like that go hard.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Here, let me change this.
You should change your name. Well, you're Jack E Boy, so
I am. And
Dude,
we'll
my
move
game
these
has not even
around.
gone in yet. There we go, Riot. Thank you.
Correct sides. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
Control
good.
Shift
That's
Z. Zoom out a little bit. What time are you at?
good. Give me a second. I'm getting in now. I love Riot Games. Thank you, Riot Games. Bless you. Oh.
Let's just
I'm
go.
at-
I'll hold at like 33, and you let me know where you're
Oh,
at.
I'm at 106.
Oh, okay. 106.
110, 111, 112, 113.
Perfect.
Where are you now? We're good?
Where are you now that I need you?
120, 121, 122.
Maple Mamba, this is a best of 3, so we are seeing anywhere from 2 to 3 games. This is game 1. If you would like to know what the score is, you can take a look at the blacked out beer bottles up at the top. Those beer bottles are Coriander. That's a Low Budget LCS's own beer brand. Coriander Light, the 3030 version, just came out as there's a grand entrance over onto John, named just John. The Ignite
Dude, I
goes
love that
down,
name.
and that's a lot of damage over onto John.
Yeah, really good trade. Get the level 2 first. Tristana's very good at pushing for that level 2. You get a nice punish in there. Rakan, once he has the WE, very easy to trade in and back out. Takes tower shot, but ultimately doesn't really do that much there.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I was saying, Coriander Light, the 3030 version, that is 30 calories, 30% ABV. It's pretty good. Hello, hello.
Jack, hello. Jack.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Jack. Yeah, I do hear you. You're fine.
Okay. Welcome back, says Pickle
Hey, we're
Hater.
back. We're back.
We're back. We're back.
We are back.
That is the
Let's find
kind
out.
of reliability you get at the low budget LCS. If we were medium budget, maybe that wouldn't happen, but we're low budget, so that happens. A camp sub broke the stream. True.
This is
It's the 3030 with a 30-month subscription. I'll get you a free 3030. His talk show roommate is talk show on mute. Excuse talk show roommate? Talk show on mute. Has to flash
Good name,
away
too,
from
though.
the flag and drag of Gunny Hartman. Dude, great names here.
Dude, Skippy McSkipper is an insanely good name.
Skippy McSkipper, Gunny Hartman, John.
John is so good. The
John is
simplicity
so
of
good.
John is good.
John is really good.
It's kind of dangerous for bot lane right now, but it should be fine. It's Rakan Tristana. It's hard to gank Rakan Tristana. I think right now this game is going very well for CMSA because they Victor does not want to have things happen early in the game. similar thing for like Hui wants to not get poked out early and pushed around. And
Yeah.
both of them are farming pretty well in the game right now. Obviously, like
Yeah.
Rakan level 3's huge power spike. Rakan getting Q and being able to kind of trade, harass, and like keep them sustained up is huge. Also, Renekton, really good timing on having this wave bounce back in, so should be able to safe farm this with the CS lead. So Renekton off to a very nice early start here. But obviously, like there's still a lot of tools to use. This is an awkward spot. where you
Reclaimer
have-
goes in with the jumping onto Gunny Hartman. Gunny Hartman gets knocked up, and the stun from Talk Show on Mute goes wide, and Gunny Hartman will be able to walk away with 2/3 of their health pool.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward because Xerath doesn't have flash, so they probably can't play that as aggressively as they would like to, right? Like they want to be like really aggro on this lane and attack this way, but when you don't have flash on your Xerath, you have to be super careful of the turn by Jarvan. Good play from both sides to get some harass there, and also the Raptors do get stolen away by the Xin Zhao there, by the Reclaimer. So Reclaimer will be net positive in the jungle camp as long as nothing else goes over. Bot lane gets a free reset, and now your mid will also get a free reset because your jungle helped crash the wave.
And that's exactly the kind of teamwork that you see from a team. That's why they call them
Short
teams,
fuse
because they do teamwork. Did you know that?
That is true. Did you know what? Do you know what teamwork does?
What does it do?
It makes the dream work.
Dude, I love to say that. How did I not see that coming?
It's so good, and you know, not to say anything here, but OML's dream would be taking this dragon, and it looks like it's going to come true here. Looks like there's going to be a contested game team. Just getting some deep vision in the top side. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
just all farming right now. Both teams probably happy right now. That's the way the game is going.
Yeah, it seems like both teams, like neither team particularly needs the early game to become a stomp, right? We're not seeing any Dravens. We're not seeing any really early game focused champions per se. Both Reclaimer on the Xin Zhao and Gunny Hartman on the Jarvan have tried to gank mid lane, but to no avail as the Dominus comes out from Highlight over here. We'll see if the Keeper's Verdict keeps him away. The Dave the First drops the Keeper's Verdict onto Highlight, who will get away with just taking a tower shot to the butt. Dave the First gets away, keeps his flash too. Oh, but the tower dies.
Oh.
The flash stun from Highlight coming in. Gunny Hartman trying to make something happen here as well as the grand entrance goes down onto John. John's got a bomb ticking on his head. Young Santa has to flash away from the laser. Dave the First looking to be in a bad situation with Gunny Hartman, who will take first blood.
What? I don't even know how Renekton got out of that. That was crazy. I was just going to make the point that that was actually so good for Poppy because Poppy has TP and Renekton doesn't. And Renekton pops ult and ignite, you know, and if you don't die to it, it's massive because you can come back to lane. As we
Oh
say
my god,
that,
the
no
Cataclysm
flash.
goes down to Talk Show on Mute, who does not have flash. Crucially, the, what is that, Visionary of the, so whatever the hell? It comes out from the Skippy McSkipper, who will take the second kill of the game. This game just got interesting.
Yeah, I think we kind of talked about, Spiraling Despair is the ult. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. But
Who knows?
the comp here is very proactive, and if you don't have flashes on either of these teams, it's super easy to punish. The only real exception is Tristana. Tristana's the only kind of one who can kind of play without her flash and not care, but Xerath, we talked about it early, Jarvan, Rel are extremely good at getting onto these immobile mages when they don't have flash, and you're just a hair out of position. Hui is very high range also. Jarvan able to punish, and right now, right where CMSA wants to be, their comp we talked about, you need to hard win top, you need to make it so this Poppy can't play with the team so that you can play the 4-man, and right now, that's going all to plan.
Yes, sir. So we got CMSA Esports, they've got a lot of public support here. So if you're here supporting OML, you gotta start making some noise. As the stun from Talk Show on Mute comes down, the Arcano Pulse doing a bunch of damage. It's going to end up being about a roughly even trade in the mid lane. But it's looking to be a little bit challenging here. Talk Show on Mute has to try to get away, has the flash available, but will not use it and will go down. Latimer says it's the support turn to get a kill.
Yeah, we just made the point. When you don't have flash a lot of times on this air, it's a good timing there. Flash is up now, but an easy punish on the mid lane, and everyone getting involved in plays early here. The comp a little bit easier to execute early for the side of CMSA, and showing right now why. They do still, like, the game is far from being out of hand right now, obviously, but you know, you do worry a little bit about, hey, you want to get the spot lane online, you want to get this Tristana ahead. She has been able to push in. She has a nice CS lead. Can you manifest that into something in the game? And Jarvan, again, looking at mid lane.
Yeah, and that CS lead is going up to about 20 CS for Jabba as the Cataclysm comes down. The flash away from Talk Show on Mute will keep him safe. But Talk Show on Mute has really been getting quite the rough end of the deal here. That's like the third or fourth gank as Gunny Hartman is going to get jumped on, but Jabba will get knocked up from the flag and drag. It's going to be all for naught.
There's no Nautilus in the game, chat.
I knew you were going to say that.
The second you said, I could hear it, like in your voice, that you knew I was going to make a comment about Nautilus. Also, CMSA's like vision control is insane. Look at the top side, the pinks around to kind of manifest where they can move. They see Xin Zhao moving into this top side of the jungle right now. They know that's there. Second dragon coming up soon. I think this one's super important. You don't want, I don't think if you're CMSA, you want to give over too early dragons to the other side, but on the, you know, if you are playing on the side of OML, you also want to keep your dragon stacking going. You are a comp that wants to force the kind of Hui Victor comp to walk into you. If they're set up on an objective, it can be very hard to break that when your only real engage is for Khan. So I do expect us to see a fight over it, unless the teams just concede because it's like unplayable.
Yeah, I mean, the game is not a runaway right now, right? It's like less than 1,000 gold for CMSA. And Map Le Mamba, maybe that's French, I'm not sure. The teams do have records, except currently these teams have the same record, 0-0. This is the first week of the season here at the low budget LCS. Oh, Talk Show on Mute has no flash. Remember that earlier game from Gunny Hartman went down. Skippy McStipper going to pick up a kill as the jump down onto Vladimir goes down, who gets bouncy housed all over. OML Jabba is going to pick up a kill here. They keep going onto John. Jabba jumping, puts the bomb down. Young Santa says, yeah, well, their support got a kill. I deserve a kill, and takes the kill onto John. This game just can't stop delivering.
Yeah, great job there by OML to punish. There was another play on mid. You know, they kind of anticipate you don't have flash on Xerath, you're going to get targeted, but they do, like we said earlier, find that counterplay bot lane, right? They're able to find a punish on this, and no flash on the Victor when that play goes off, so they're able to make a huge play on that. Oh, careful here, High Life.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice play from Dave the First there to get the repositioning from the Keeper's Verdict with the bonus movement speed there, and then bouncing Highlight back into tower, forcing out the Dominus.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty
dragon
crucial ahead
fight.
of this dragon.
Now, there is no Rakanal, and there is no Xin Zhao, so two huge cooldowns are out there, but there are also no Victor Rello. So both teams, that's a good chunk there.
Jeez.
Yeah, this way is juiced right now.
Yeah, the Blackfire Torch completed here. The brown paper bag's on the feet. That Hui is moving around and doing some damage while he does it.
Beautiful. I'm curious about how they want to fight this, because Xin Zhao not having ult is super dangerous.
The flag and
for
drag
Xin Zhao.
goes down into there, but Vladimir dismounting on top of Young Santa is going to put down a little bit of crowd control, and then the teams click away from each other.
Yeah, their Rakanal's about to be up, I do think, and Xin Zhao, I do think they want to stall this as much as possible for those cooldowns. Oh, the TP's being invested. They are playing this.
Yep, the Cataclysm goes down with the Young Santa, who's able to jump out. The Rel dismount comes down. The quickness is going to do a little bit of charming, but it's not going to do enough as Young Santa and Reclaimer go down. Jabba and Talk Show on Mute having to run away with their lives. They're going to try to put a little bit of damage here. Dave the First comes in from behind. Must have followed the TP from Highlight out the right of the Arcane, trying to do a little bit of damage here. Jabba taking some, a ton of damage over from John. John takes their second kill of the game. CMSA Esports is putting on a show here as they go in to take their first dragon in game 1 of this series.
Yeah, cooldown's not quite there yet, and a beautiful engage call out of Gunny Hartman and Vladimir to engage instantly into that fight. They get the Rel ult that ends up exploding onto 2 people. Also the Hui layered on top of that. Great positioning there. Jabba wasn't really able to hit in that fight, and now, remember we talked about earlier, we talked about draft, that both drafts had clear patterns to winning the game, and the pattern for, the side of CMSA was, Can they get this Renekton ahead where they're able to move first? Renekton TP is able to happen first because he has the priority in the top lane, and they're able to play this dragon out where the Poppy's not there to stop the engage. And then from that point on, it's easy pickings because the only thing that can play aggressive is the Rakan. And just like that, a nice little lead, far from over, but a 1-1 dragon score now and a nice little cushion of gold lead here for CMSA.
Far from over indeed, and you're right. It was so crucial. Dave the First was late to follow with the TP and did not have the Keeper's Verdict available because, well, Poppy wasn't even there. Highlight seemingly just walking over to try to get the lane, but Young Santa goes in with dashing with the quickness and the grand entrance. That's going to be a big shutdown into the pockets of Dave the First. Highlight got a little high on their own supply there.
I think, okay, I'm going to give Renekton a slight pass because that play looks worse than it actually was. They're expecting the wave to get in, and what ends up happening, oh, this could be a kill, actually.
Is that a kill?
They
Oh my
flash
gosh,
it. Okay,
it forces
okay.
the
It
flash.
could have been. Like, it very much could have been. Poppy steps forward so the minion doesn't go under tower. And then Renekton is walking by because he wants to proxy the next wave. But because the minion doesn't get under tower, he's just tanking the tower, and Rakan is obviously there to punish.
Yeah, so
This is
not
super
having
playable.
Oh my god, the Cataclysm goes down. Young Santa might not be able to get out of this one with their lives. They are stunned up, knocked up, put in a box, and taken down. Skippy McSkipper has to Skippy McSkip away from Reclaimer as the... What is that called? Wind becomes lightning, comes down the right of the Arcane, doing some artillery shots. Maybe a little bit left of the Arcane on that one.
That was good.
Thank you.
That's one of your best.
Easily. Easily.
Easily one of your best. We'll have to give up pressure on this tower, but getting Hwei Flash is huge. That's a shutdown. The OML will deeply want to get in this game. Meanwhile, we did talk about Poppy now back to pretty much even in the top lane, has the EXP lead also, so that is huge for them. Poppy is a lot of the reason this comp works. So getting Poppy back in that position, Renekton will still be able to pressure the wave and things like that and be annoying, but Poppy less worried now about the 1v1.
Yeah, absolutely. And it buys Poppy a good amount of breathing room and also like allows her to start scaling up to get a little bit tankier so that when Dave the First enters these fights, he can have a little bit more durability to try to make something happen. But the synergy between Gunny Hartman and Latimer as Skippy McSkipper gets knocked over into the wall. The grand entrance coming down on top. Talk Show on mute picks up their first kill of the game. Finally, they say, some revenge.
Beautiful play there to punish. Oh, that Gromp almost got stolen. They do. I love this play because not enough teams do this. They make a play on bot and they immediately use that pressure to invade the bot side, right? They're saying, hey, you can't defend this anymore. Your mid's not on the map. And they're up 200 gold now off that tower tank.
Yeah.
Well,
I was going to say, like, the synergy between Gunny Hartman and Latimer on these engages has just been so key. They've been making sure to time their engages with each other so that when Latimer jumps in with the dismount, a lot happens. Highlight dropping the Dominus. Nothing is going to come of it. Quite the quite the brawl here in the top lane.
Love that the top laners are just down to clown at all times in this game. Also, they do get the Rift Herald on mid. They get mid tower and they get 2 plates off the inner tower. So a little bit of a swing back in gold to keeping it close here. This next dragon in 50 seconds is going to be a huge fight. This is kind of, who's going to take the point in the game. The gold is extremely close. Can Poppy get out of the top lane to join this? Is that going to be possible? And can they find an engage if the Poppy is there for the side of CMSA? Meanwhile, on the other side, can they get some nice poke out with the Xerath ahead of the objective to make it hard to play?
Yeah, and they just haven't been able to activate their comp all that much, right? Like the fights have been pretty scrappy and pretty quick. So Talk Show on mute hasn't been able to get as much of that poke down ahead of fights. And that leaves CMSA Esports with quite a lot of wiggle room to try to pull engages out. And I'm curious, Joshua what is your Panda Express order? There are correct answers and there are incorrect answers. Actually, what's your Panda Express order, Vega?
Crazy. I've never had it.
All right, I'm taking you.
Orange chicken.
Orange chicken is really good. Orange chicken is
yeah.
part of my order.
That would probably
Orange chicken
be
and fried
my-
rice, classic. That is classic.
I had kava today.
Yeah. Slop
Very good.
bowl.
Yeah, it was a
Talk
slop
show
bowl. That's
on
what I had.
mute. Just can't seem to catch a break. That's 5 people down here. The Cataclysm goes down. Flash is just
They're flashing.
barely not up for Talk Show on mute. The final few seconds of that summoner spell being down, and Talk Show on mute finds themselves in a 1 versus 5 scenario.
Yeah, OML made the decision to give that dragon in place of getting the top tower, getting some more gold onto their Tristana, which I don't think is a bad call, because obviously getting gold on Tristana is very good, and it is just second dragon. It's not, you know, the end of the world or anything like that. Oh, dive on mid though.
Potential dive onto Skippy McSkipper, who is going to run away with the bonus movement speed and puts their ultimate down on top of Jabba. Good God, is that half of his HP?
Yeah, this way is juiced. I will say also, they do get TP out of wave for free there, which is pretty huge
Yeah.
for them. They don't have to worry about that right now. Good stun there. But they do get the bot tower off that, plus the dive onto the Victor. So this game is super close right now. They're essentially both teams are trading objectives back and forth. The only worry I would have in this game is Victor is getting a lot of gold for free.
Yeah.
You know, Victor scales extremely well with gold in this game. And, I mean, Tristana also is, so I don't want to, like, discredit. You know, Jabba is also in
Dave the
Thanos
First in a
territory.
potentially hazardous situation, but the flag and drag really just going down to try to take out the tower as Highlight
love
goes
this.
to proxy the wave.
Keep your pet Poppy. What are,
Oh
I don't know
my
about
gosh,
this.
Puts
I
him
don't
into
know
the
about
wall.
this.
Is
I
taking
don't know
tower.
about
Gunny
this.
Hartman is taking a lot of damage. The Keeper's Verdict comes down to actually keep him alive, but he's left with a sliver of HP. He goes down. Eventually, Dave the First picking up a kill. The Ignite from Renekton going down. Highlight has to pop the dominance to try to make something happen. But in the mid lane over here, John is trying to get away from Reclaimer. Faces the flash, goes stunned up under tower, and dies. And nothing else happens in the top lane? How?
Both junglers just lost their minds simultaneously, which is awesome. I love them both. Okay, that was like, I don't know why. It was like the jungle hive mind disconnected. And both of them were diving towers.
Oh, they just shook hands in gentleman's agreement to decide to go absolutely feral. But
Yeah,
John
that was
got away
sick.
with a
This
sliver
game
of
is-
HP.
I love that this game is so close that even when something happens that's crazy, the other team immediately answers it with an equally crazy play.
Yeah, that was
also, they do get
fantastic.
flash exhaust on Victor, which is huge. Like, obviously, you don't want to give a kill, but like on the bright side, you have now a flashless, exhaustless Victor when you have Rakan and Zao. Like, you can definitely kill this Victor now.
Yeah, and that it's crucial, right? Because we've seen what happens in this game to one of the immobile mages, Talk Show on mute, when their flash is down. It feels like Talk Show on mute this is the longest they've been able to have their flash for like since they started the game, as the Keeper's Verdict will try to keep Dave the First safe for now. Highlight jumps in with the stun, but there is no outer turret there to defend. The Wind becomes lightning, tags the back of Highlight as Reclaimer jumps in, try to puts down the crowd control. Gunny Hartman says, I wanted crab, guys. I don't want any of this, but gets knocked up by the quickness from, and the grand entrance from Young Santa. OML Jabba trying to put a lot of damage down for Highlight, ends up going down. The Chaos Storm from Victor tagging Dave the First and does a bit of damage, but doesn't get anything off. A little bit of tags over onto John, whom, as we discussed, has no summoner spells, is going to try to defend this mid lane tower. The right of the Arcane goes down, is going to end up taking down John, as the remaining 2 members of CMSA Esports have to run away.
Blimpers.
Oh my gosh, Jabba might end up dying to this.
Goodbye, Jabba.
Oh, Skippy McSkipper picks up their 4th kill of the game and shows why Hui is such a strong character.
It's so important that they got Hui's TP on that play mid, because Hui is not able to join that fight. Hui is a lot of the gold on this team right now, extremely powerful in the game. A lot of their early lead went around Hui. So any fight where Hui's not there is extremely dangerous. It's really hard to play out because they just don't. Victor is great. Victor is only 2 items, though, and Victor needs uptime to get multiple rotations of spells to really win a fight, right? But Hui is your big AoE burst, right? And if he's not there, it's very hard to win the fight against Xin Zhao.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Looking like a dicey situation here. Just going to clear out some vision. And just taking a look at like some of the builds here. Young Santa's the only one with a more balanced split between armor and MR. Reclaimer has Merc Treads with Maw, and Dave the First has plated steel caps with thornmail. So I guess they decided to split the difference. One goes armor, the other goes MR, and surely they'll try to help something.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best. Like, OML should be able to earn this for free. They have
Ooh, a little bit of a death bush play coming in here. Latimer is going to end up getting tagged up, but the Celestial opposition is going to keep them safe from a whole lot of harm, as Highlight just gets free time with this inner tower here, is taking a ton of gold off of it in plates. We see here they've got almost 1,000 gold up on their lane opponent.
Yeah, I think you're fine with that. I think you're totally fine with just saying, like, hey, it's their second dragon. We're not in position to fight this. We have no vision in there. You don't really want to walk into that comp blindly. And your Renekton is getting free plate stop. You get to crash the mid wave. You don't really lose any gold on the map for this. It's really good. Also, if you think it gives you better time to set up your vision around the Baron, would have liked to see him do a little bit more of that, but still totally fine position. We're back to pretty much dead even in the game. There's a couple hundred gold difference, but you know, it's like a couple long swords. It's not that big of a deal.
Zax, TTV, becoming one of the investors in the low budget LCS, continuing their investing. They've invested for 7 months at this point. So that's 7 months of free pancakes. If you want free pancakes at the board meetings in the Denny's in Vermont, where if you go around back, talk to our buddy Todd, is the assistant manager. He'll let you in. It becomes a lot easier than laning it versus Highlight if you're Dave the First, who's been taking just like a lot of that. What is that weapon from Renekton called? Just like a gigantic blade?
Yeah, I don't know. A scimitar? I don't know.
It's not a scimitar. A scimitar is like a sword situation. This is like
Shut up, man. Shut up. I don't know what it is, okay?
It's like a Darth Maul
Yeah,
situation.
ask me, then I make a guess, and you like flame me for guessing.
It really wasn't kind of me, was it?
Yeah, you set me up. Like, okay, it's not. You're right, man. Do you feel big now? It's not.
Yeah,
You're right.
I do. A glaive?
Java's 3 item. This Tristana is
glaive.
yeah, kind of a glaive probably.
Reverse batleth. I've never heard of a batleth in my life. I'm gonna keep it $1 and change with you.
$1 and change, thank you. Java is juiced. He's 3 items on this Tristana right now. And there's not really like anyone who really wants to take multiple autos from Tristana in this comp. Maybe Rel?
Rel can probably take a few, especially with that Celestial opposition damage reduction, and like being able to get the shield from the dismount as she enters. So she can probably take a few. But yeah, I mean, Jabba is going to be the savior of OML. Another first-time chat in support of CMSA Esports. Hello, LY Dr. 1. Y Dr. 1. Never heard that one before. As John takes a bit of damage here, is going to have to flash away from Jabba. John has also not been able to see his flash very much this game.
Both carries just lost their flashes, and you did not have to invest any ultimates. That's a pretty big win there for OML.
Yep, that's huge.
Yeah, that's pretty massive. They pretty much can almost never show on side lane now against Xerath, because if you don't have flash, any engage on you is a 1 fight.
Yep.
Oh.
Dave the First is going to encounter Highlight over here in the bush, but has the team there to back up to keep his verdict to get a little bit of extra movement speed. The base is completed for Gunny Hartman.
Taking tens of damage.
Tens and tens of damage.
Poppy
yeah,
is
like,
a very
those two characters like Skippy McSkipper and John not having flash, they're not going to have flash when this Baron around this Baron fight, and they're also not going to have flash for third dragon, like neither of them. So that is
nope. It's pretty not great situation. We're 100 gold difference. They both have 2 dragons. I think a lot is going to depend on if Hui can get this death cap finished in time, because that is a humongous power spike. Tristana's huge, but the fight can be awkward if it's not played correctly. But it's kind of like both sides. They both have a nuclear bomb in Tristana and Hui, and it's who plays the fight better.
And we shall...
Eddie carries get so much gold now, man.
I know.
It is
like 3.5 items at less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, this is wild. Also, Xin Zhao's, he's got the perfect items to not get bursted in the fight, which is all he needs to do. Is let Tristana hit. They just need Tristana to be able to hit people. Ooh, Xin Zhao could be in an awkward spot here.
It is a little bit of a
challenge.
challenge.
They don't know. They don't know.
But they don't know.
They're hitting the wave. Okay.
They're just, these two teams are dancing around. They know the gold lead is basically dead even. I mean, it's less than
trade the
200
Baron?
gold, but like when we're talking about 50,000 gold per team, that is a like marginal difference there. They're going to clear out some vision around this Baron here.
Yeah,
But
I like
think
this
CMSA
play
does
because
have
you
a-
pretty much make, you kind of make the other team say like, hey,
Oh,
if
they
we
started
start
up.
this, are they going to Baron? They have
OML
a
Father
blue
Figures has
trinket. They have a
started
blue
it up. The
trinket.
Baron's getting down to about half HP. CMSA Esports is not
Good God.
responding at all. They have no idea. They say, yeah, we'll take Dragon. We'll put ourselves at soul point here. I guess they suspect that they can withstand the siege from the Baron. But that's a bit of
I
gold
mean,
and
it's
a
a
lot of
Zera
stats.
Tristana.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, some people do say Baron is fake now, but you never want to give it away for free. I do understand the idea though of like you don't have any vision over there. You will be walking into pink wards through
Yeah.
mid to contest that Baron, and
Yeah.
you only had one blue trinket at the time. If you die, you lose both. So maybe just take the guaranteed thing of, hey, we know we're going to be on soul point. That's pretty good for us.
Yep,
Oh.
Reclaimer's getting tied up by Skippy McSkipper. The Cataclysm goes
Hit
down
the
from Gunny
flash!
Harder. They're trying to make it happen, but OML Jabba is able to flashes forward, takes down Skippy McSkipper. The dismount from Vladimir coming in is not going to have any follow-up from the rest of their team and is going to follow their mid laner down into the grave. That's 2 picks with Baron on the side of OML Father Figures. They are running down this mid lane as Dave the First tries to put a little bit of pressure on to highlight up top.
Yeah, that's probably, we just talked about how Zen Zhao had almost the perfect items to not just get one shot by someone, and there you see it. It was
That was
perfect.
it.
Does
That was
not get one
exactly
shot
what
on
you
the
were just
play.
talking about.
Oh,
The stun onto Jabba is going to prevent the jump forward. Reclaimer is going to jump forward. What is that called? The gigantic hammer is going to knock Highlight away and keep Dave alive, but these jumpers
know he's
are
there.
absolutely mental as Highlight is now in a situation of trying to run away from 3 members who will decide to stop
Yeah.
chasing.
do you know that the honey fruits give Renekton rage?
Do they really?
Jabba, that's a pit.
Jabba's going at the flag and the drag comes forward. The flash is going to end up knocking up Jabba, but it's just Vladimir here to follow up. Gunny
The
Hartman
GA.
is going to have the GA pop. Highlight comes down from behind, is going to try to put the stun down onto Jabba, who's going to buffer him and flash away. Is going to end up getting taken down by John anyway. Talk show on mute now in a bad situation. The Cataclysm goes down. This is a ton of kills coming out for CMSA Esports, who will surely get this 4th onto, or this 3rd onto Young Santa here. It's gonna go over to Skippy McSkipper.
That was a nightmare scenario. That is
Easily.
You get the Baron, you get a huge lead. You let them go to soul point, but you're okay with it because you're getting a huge gold lead. And then you get killed, and now they're on soul point, and the gold is even. But you did okay. We had to look right side immediately. Save the mental of your team. GA is not on Jarvan. He is their primary engage tool. He does not have GA. Huge. Okay. You still have 4-item Tristana. She's massive. Okay. So it's all fine. It's all fine. You still feel fine.
Yeah, and far worse things have happened in games you have won. You know, like it's one of those things where like you've won from worse positions before, right? As you mentioned, the gold
Absolutely,
dead even.
yeah.
Is it soul point for the opponent team? Yes, absolutely. But can you have a really good fight here? Yes, also absolutely. You've
Also
got
true.
all of those items up on that scaling ADC. You've got a few items here over onto your poke artillery mage, so you can start doing a little bit of damage there. The GA from Jarvan was popped. They're going to try to damage his KDA a little bit there. There's a lot of upsides here for OML.
Yeah. Not too careful yet. Jabba can just jump out here on mid, but this is the death cap finished on the Hui. There is a Zhonya's now onto the Victor, so very nice for both of them.
Yep.
You know, Jarvan still taking away, waiting on it. I do also have the Knight's Vow on Darrell, which is very nice. But on the other side, like we said, death cap finished on Xerath also very strong. Poppy is 3 items, and it's all Tristana. Tristana right now is Mr. President. This is your Gigafed. Tristana has farmed up over 300 in the game. If left alive in a fight, will win the fight for you. But that's going to be the name of the game. Can we burst Tristana? Can we keep Tristana alive? I love this death
Absolutely.
bush. I love random death bushes like this.
A random death bush, truly, that is the econ signature right there.
Ooh, they're gonna,
As we're going to get
they're
a
gonna
siege in the
trade-
mid lane here. It's 4 members of CMSA trying to make something happen in the mid lane as Dave the First has to hold off Highlight again. These two players, easily 90% of their damage this game is going to be on each other.
Yeah. I like this too because it makes it very. Oh my
the
god!
Cataclysm goes down to the Talk Show on mute, who is flashless and gets stunned up by John, and will eventually get taken down. Reclaimer now having to pop the ultimate is going to get knocked up by the flag and drag from Gunny Hartman. Is going to be able to dash away onto Vladimir, but is not going to be enough. Gunny Hartman has scaled, is so tanky, and just won't take any damage, and won't stop. Goes down onto Dave the First, who's going to drop the Keeper's Verdict and have to flash away to safety. Now Jabba and Young Santa having to try to 2v1,000,000 this push here. CMSA wants to try to end. The quickness goes down. Young Santa trying to make something happen. No grand entrance popped yet. OML Jabba and jumps in. The Skippy McSkipper is going to put down 3 auto attacks and end up shutting down Skippy McSkipper. Vladimir is going to be the next to follow. OML Jabba jumps away and tries to get onto John, who will have to flash away to safety. This game will not go in one team's favor for more than a minute.
Yeah, the top and hip goes down during that also. Jabba and them didn't get it on the push, but the wave was big enough to get it. And now they're doing this dragon. They do have smite. There is no smite on the other team, but they're at a massive health advantage.
Yeah, look at Highlight. Highlight is so low. John is getting poked away by the right of the Arcane. Is going to try to take the Blast Cone, but is going to take it away and hits base. Gunny Hartman is going to flag and drag out, and the bomb is ticking on his head. Is not going to be enough to kill him, but Jabba takes out the Mountain Dragon, and it's 3 in Drakes. Oh my gosh, Gunny Hartman has found himself in a very difficult situation. The wind becomes lightning, comes down. Reclaimer is going to be able to jump on top and take him down. KDA disrupted.
Okay, bad news also. Baron is spawning now, and your jungler just died in bot jungle. This is an unfortunate situation.
This is a really difficult situation, but hey, listen, CMSA Esports had their jungler for Dragon and ended up losing it. OML Father Figures, they have their jungler for Baron. To be determined.
There is a GA now on the Tristana also. She is Omega juiced. They are starting
CMSA, no, they dropped the blue trinket.
I don't think they're going to contest this. I think they're going to say the same thing as last time, which is we're fine with them getting the Baron if they have to walk up to our tower. So let's not throw the game and give them Baron. Because you will have GA on Jarvan on spawn again. You are very strong right now in the game. It's just the same thing again. Tristana has to die for them to win. And right now, Jabba playing very well. That last fight, how many times did Tristana get kinged in that fight?
Oh my gosh, so many.
3?
Three. I think got 3 hops out, jumped onto Skippy McSkipper, 3-shot him. Was able to use the second jump reset to get on top of Vladimir, take them down, and the last jump reset to try to get on top of John, and then they kept blowing his flash.
Yeah, I agree. It's almost exactly how I remember it in my mind.
Oh,
GA
66.6 thousand gold on the side of the Father Figures. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, that was beautiful. What do you mean by that? What do you...
I don't mean much by that. If you were a bettor in this game, it's 50-50. So you know you get a double payout. But I mean, I haven't seen an LBLCS game that has been more 50-50 than this one in a long time.
Yeah, it's a banger of a game. It's actually just...
I think we only just got more than a 2,000 gold lead for the first time in this game. I would love to see the gold graph as Reclaimer jumps in, the flag and drag, able to keep Gunny Hartman safe. This is dicey.
Renekton is being just annoying enough to make it to where they can't really step up on this tower. It's bound to go down just from pressure, and now the top wave is going to crash. The bot wave coming in. They've got to make a decision there. Oh.
Yep. Highlight shepherding in that bot wave is going to try to keep it there. John has to try to keep it. Reclaimer jumps in. Vladimir is able to dismount away to safety. Young Santa with the quickness is going to try to go drop in the grand entrance on top of John. John, who is flashless, if you recall, pops the Zanya to try to keep himself alive for a little bit longer, but it's going to go down to the bombs of OML Jabba. Highlight trying to run forward to try to help his team as they watch their base disintegrate in front of them. Could this be the game? Could this be where OML Father Figures? Reclaimer jumps in, is going to take 2 towers and is going to take a number of tower shots, goes very, very low, but so does Vladimir. Highlight able to jump forward onto Talk Show on mute, who is going to drop to the ignite of the Renekton as Gunny Hartman has to try to 1 versus 3, is going to jump the Cataclysm going down onto Jabba. Jabba able to flash away to safety and has the Guardian Angel for them already. It's a double kill over for Dave the First as OML Father Figures take the first game in this absolute heater of a series.
Absolutely amazing game. OML stands in there. A little bit of the early game was rough, but they just played to what their comp wants to do later in the game and close it out. An absolute banger. Whew, that's a good first game of the night, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. That wasn't so bad, was it? An absolute banana fest there. And it's so irritating. I just get the skip waiting for stats bug, so I can't pull up the stats of anything that happened. That was a good one. I'll take that one.
That was really good. That was really good.
And that is exactly the kind of absolute shenaniganery that happens here in the low budget LCS. So if you like
we love it. I mean,
have
that's
more.
what we talked about, how economy is the most fun to play. And there's a reason why.
What an absolute game. Oh my god, I get to do the payout.
When you're
Choose
back
outcome.
in lobby, can you invite me?
Yeah, I haven't even been put back to the lobby either.
I hate that spectator can't hit play again.
Is that what it is? Is it spectator bug?
Yeah,
Something like that?
spectator gets kicked. Yeah, spectator gets kicked on it.
Kano Sarkis. It looks like the second draft hasn't gone live yet, so maybe those two teams are taking a breather. Am I able to pull custom game information from somebody's match history? I am.
There you go.
Trying to remember how to generate game 2. Well, if you're trying to remember, don't worry. There is a video tutorial. If you're a captain for the low budget LCS, there is a video tutorial pinned in captain's quarters. Let's see here. So I can tell you. In the thread, generate next game.
You're such a good staff member, Jack. I didn't even know that.
Well, you don't captain, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but we have a whole tournament code system here, and I did a little video tutorial where I had to play Trundle, but I ended up banning Trundle because I thought I was picking, and then it turns out I was banning, and I banned Trundle, so I had to play Ziggs in a 12-minute, 38-second custom game. It was miserable.
That is a nightmare. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked.
It's okay. I'm here for you, Jack.
I'm just going to switch over to the gold graph for this.
Yeah, show it.
Largest difference for the teams before 31 minutes was red side being ahead by 1,800 at 14. And besides that, it was within 1,500 for both teams. There was a slight spike of 2,000 for blue, and then it went right back to only being ahead by like a couple of hundred. And then after that, Father Figures able to take game 1. So we are currently 1-1. Or sorry, 1-0 in favor of the Father Figures. But it was 1-0 betrays what an absolute banger of a game it was. Because
insane game.
1-0 doesn't do it justice. And if you missed it, do not worry, because the Low Budget LCS YouTube channel is right there, and this stream will be uploaded to it as a video once it's done.
What? Are all games that are casted uploaded to the YouTube channel?
All games that are casted are uploaded to the YouTube channel. In fact, all streams are really uploaded to the YouTube channel. So if you've tuned in for the booth, or if you haven't tuned in for the booth, more importantly, which is a talk show hosted by me, Vega joins me on that, as well as Valentine and Lestforce, two other core staples of the low budget LCS community. We went through and we tier listed every single team in every single league. It was 3 hours. There are no timestamps. Good luck.
Yep. There are no timestamps. But good news, there are visuals. So
There
if
are
you click
visuals.
through, you'll be able to tell kind of what we're talking about at the time.
And it's great. It's a great show.
That's what you get. It is great. I'm biased. It's great.
I don't think I'm biased. I know it's my, it's like the show that we do, but like I don't think I'm biased at all. I think it's fantastic.
Actually, yeah, I tend to agree with that because I think if it sucked, you would say it. you would be like, it's not good content. We need to get better.
That's true. That's true. I'm usually very good at identifying when something I do sucks. We're going to be
Great
heading into
identifier.
draft for game 2 shortly in this series to see if CMSA Esports can take it back. If you missed, this is the draft from game 1 up on your screen right now. Perspicacity. It's good to see you again. I haven't been able to say your name in a little while.
Great name.
Great name. Lunar Day 87 is calling you out for not washing rice. Do you not wash rice? Do you not wash your rice?
Of course, I wash rice. I think Lunar has typed like 10 things about me in this chat so far.
Including ketchup on steak. That's a rough one.
None of those things do I do. But that's okay. You know, fans always have crazy theories. It's okay.
Is Hui censored? Yes, LY Dr. 1. Hui is censored.
Too hot.
Too hot. Too hot to candle. As draft 2 has apparently almost live.
Almost live.
Has been created. OML father figures. So it looks like CMSA has retained Red Side, or they've erred, and we're gonna have to try to fix that for them.
Look, it's
that
week
has
1,
happened.
so a lot of stuff can happen in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, you know. Okay, what are your thoughts on the draft this time, Jack? What is priority that you think?
I want to see more fighting. I just want to see more
I
fighting.
think-
I want to see these teams go like brawl. I want this to become. I want to use my senior staff power to make this all of a sudden a best of 21.
That okay. I work tomorrow, but we could extend it.
I
I
also
would
work
come back
tomorrow.
and cast other games. Like if it picked up tomorrow night, I could come back and cast more of the series. I think the jungle meta right now is such to get what you want, Jack, because I think all of the like meta junglers are mostly like
Mhm.
things that want to fight you. Like we're gonna get like Nocturne, Wukong, Vi, like things like that
Mhm.
are we're gonna see fights. We'll see if they go that
I
route.
hope we do.
You never know, because game 1 was fairly meta. It was pretty, comps were pretty standard and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what the game 2 is, because we did get AP bot lane out of CMSA that game.
Yes.
So I wonder now if they will lean more into playing a more traditional ADC, if they'll keep the same kind of comp, et cetera, et cetera. Because I don't think either team is going to come out of that game and feel like they had a bad read. They're probably just going to feel like, hey, we misplayed this 1 or 2 fights. We could have won that game. And on the side of OML, it's,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we played well, we won. But also that game was very close. Like, is there anything we want to adjust going into game 2? Obviously, you always want to be on the winning side of that, but on the
Yes.
loser side, you don't feel very bad about that game.
No.
It's like very winnable game. Looks like we are getting prepped for draft to start soon.
Yep. Our draft has gone
Um,
down, so draft should be live soon, but not immediately. But soon.
Syndra still available. Ori still available. Lots of good champions still available.
Map Le Member. You can open a ticket in the Discord, and one of our lovely staff members will assist you. A regular ticket will do the trick. No need to
A Le
open an
Member.
urgent ticket or an admin ticket.
Unless you want to.
Nope. Let's not do that.
No, don't do that. Don't listen to me. I'm not on staff. Do not listen to me.
Absolutely. As draft for game 2, thank God, goes live on OML Father Figures with the first ban, drop out the echo.
Brienne is going to actually attack me if I suggest that.
Oh,
So-
I am telling her. I'm telling on you.
Yeah, Vega is telling people to put in urgent tickets.
Band's fairly
Echo
standard.
Akshan Yi. Yeah, and I think it's the same as last game. Tom
I
Kidd.
think it's the same as
Oh,
last
there
game. I can
is
just look.
Seraphine. Seraphine
Exact
is
same.
available.
Seraphine is available. But it might get banned away as this. No, Tom Kench is the third ban.
Seraphine available.
Seraphine just
And there it is.
immediately.
There it is.
Immediately.
That
they say,
is-
oh, okay, I guess we'll take that.
Yeah, well, if you're not going to ban it, we will take that. Okay,
But
what is
Mel's
the
on the
answer? 'Cause
board.
usually-
Mel's on the board.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you make an adjustment like this, it's normally because you are like we have a plan against that champion.
That's not Mel.
That's not Mel. You could play
Different end
Melia Mel,
champion.
but I don't think that's very good.
Different end champion. Melio, if you will. But also, like,
Yeah,
Braum as a support is an option here. If they don't have an answer to the Seraphine, I'm not sure what the
they
strategy
may
is.
go. They may go Lucian, and then try to bait them into going Ash Seraphine into Lucian.
Oh.
Or I mean, Ash Melio's a fine lane. This is a fine. The lane is fine.
Ash Melio's
Like,
strong.
it's fine.
A lot of lane prio
Yeah.
there.
It depends what they pair with Seraphine here, though, because obviously Seraphine wants Ash, but
Nope.
oh my gosh, I was just talking to somebody about how I have not seen Zach in months, and I'm glad because playing against Zach is a terror.
Because you don't know where he's going to
But-
jump in from.
Zach is very good in Demelio because you can't cleanse knockups,
Mhm.
and you have an immobile AD carry, so Zach can be very annoying. Also, very easy target for Seraphine ult. So yeah, I like that pick a lot. Zach is also super weird to play against as a support because the places you have to ward become drastically different because Zach can engage from a lot of weird angles.
Yeah. I will say the Melio dropkick can knock Zach out of his jump, and then the Jinx.
True,
The
true.
Jinx is the... I said this on a different stream. Jinx is the darling of the low-budget LCS.
It is. Every AD carry plays Jinx here.
Every
It's
AD carry
just-
plays, and especially in economy. And also, I mean, she's my type to a T, but she's so good in economy because you are able to scale up. Like, games typically go longer. I mean, as we saw, I think the previous game went to like 40 minutes or close to it. So since you're able to scale longer, picking these scaling options means you're probably going to get there. You're probably going to get to that 3.5, 4 item mark and start putting out Mondo damage.
Okay, it is Wukong. So I had heard Amumu was nuts on this patch. I had not looked at Zach, but then I just pulled Zach up. His win rate is nuts right now. What?
What's his own rate?
Zach it's like almost 52%. But like from where it was, is like, okay, Zach's like a champion again.
Yeah, I played Zach. I was one of the people dragging that win rate back down. I played Zach in a rank game.
Why?
I decided I wanted to start queuing Phil.
It is more fun. I do that now. It's so
flat
fun.
support player just for everybody's like information. So I decided to start queuing Phil in ranked. I had a Nasus game where I was Flame Horizons like within the 10-minute mark or something like that. Because I got played against R5 Darius. What am I supposed to do? I was down 5 levels. I was 0-11, I think. It was rough.
That's under. What are you saying, man?
I was having a rough game. But the rest of my team was also losing, and they were losing, but losing in each other's lanes, and so everybody was flaming everybody else on my team, and so I was able to go away unscathed and not
You're like,
face
I
the
am only
ire of my
impacting
teammates.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also queue Phil now in ranked.
It's fun. It's fun.
There's something freeing about it. I think. I don't know. I'm a master support player, but I am probably low diamond in every role that's not AD carry.
Mm-hmm.
And something about queuing and knowing that you're going to be the auto-filled one. And also there's something about knowing that you are probably going to be against an auto-filled person a lot of the time. It goes hard.
Yeah, I don't think that worked out in my favor.
No, probably not. But if I ever get support on Phil and then I play against an auto-filled support, it's so free. Oh my gosh, it's so free.
I mean, I don't know
All
if
right.
you're special. Hoteliker? Hot Ellie Kerr. Hot
Zelius, I have never done that in my entire life.
El Liquor. I don't know.
I'm choosing
Scion,
to respond
very
to it.
strong.
Like, I'm choosing not to respond to it. I don't really like putting anything on my steak because I'm a very big, doing a lot of like garlic and stuff like that on the steak beforehand, letting it sit and then cooking it. I don't really even like putting steak sauce on a steak because I think
If your steak
yeah,
needs
okay.
something in order to be edible, you
yeah,
haven't
it's not
cooked it
good
well.
steak. Yeah, it's not good steak. Yeah, that's my point is like it's fine if there's some nights obviously you cook a quick steak or something because you want to have something, you have a little A1 or something whatever. But that's because the steak is gonna suck. But never am I like putting ketchup. I don't like ketchup on a lot of stuff. I'm not really a tomato guy, but like
Taste
like
the meat,
fries
not
or
the
hush puppies,
heat.
maybe.
That's a great one.
Thank you, Hank Hill. That's why you use propane. It's a clean burn.
I do prefer the smoky. I do prefer the smoky. I don't have a spare apron, but I have an apron, and I wear it when I grill and drink peach twisted teas and blast music. And
Dude,
I don't.
you-
It's apron, no shirt.
You're an enigma. You
Yeah.
are. Yeah, I know no one like you, Jack.
And the apron says, "I like my butt rubbed and my pork pulled."
That's amazing. I have no words.
If you'd like to start winning some schmeckles, you can go ahead and start betting. Tons of schmecks being put down for the father figures here. Whereas the bet was 50-50 last game, it's 98-2 so far. The odds are looking pretty good if you want to bet on CMSA. That was not a very convincing victory from father figures. It was an absolute brawl all the way through. There was less than a 2,000 gold lead for 30 minutes. Neither team got ahead by more than 2,000 gold.
Yeah, I think this game, it's tough because since the game was so close, I usually, in my mind, usually I'm like, okay, if the game is super close, who scales better? Because then more than likely the game is going to go like 35, 40 minutes. So obviously, like, you have Jinx, you have Anivia, Scion, very good.
Yep.
But on the other side, like Syndra is very good, and late game Ashe it's not like she doesn't deal good damage. Also, if Olaf gets off early, it can be very annoying for Jinx to play.
If
Obviously,
Olaf does
Anivia Wall's
what
like very
early?
good. If he okay. All right, hold on. Let me bounce on that. If Olaf gets a lead in lane early, it can be annoying, for Jinx.
100%. That's what I was gonna say. As the game goes live,
like
I will
that?
leave the draft up so that when you're betting, you have all of the information available to you. Got OML on the blue side, keeping blue side from game one. CMSA Esports saying, nah, the side wasn't the problem. Give us red side again, with the draft on the right hand side. So place your bets now. Schmeckles are redeemable. So if you wanted to go in, you can redeem a bunch of different things. We have a number of things. You can obviously highlight your message.
You can do that. That is true.
Bear facts with bear is not going to be a thing because neither of us are bear. Should probably take that one out. Takes two to tango is the one that makes people drink. Caster compliment means that one of the casters will give you a compliment, maybe both of the casters. Obviously, that scales with how much we know. Hunk alert, you get to determine who the hunk is. So you could redeem
John.
Hunk alert and put it on John, for example, and then John's the hunk for the rest of the game or for the rest of the series or until somebody else redeems Hunk alert and determines somebody else. It's pronounced like is my personal favorite. You get to determine how one of the players' names is pronounced. I famously did this one time in a playoffs match when I was a viewer. I used the it's pronounced like 5 times for the top jungle, mid, bot, and support for a team to rename them Zeus, Owner, Faker, Gumayusi, Keria. That was a lot of fun. And then the This Means War means that the casters immediately have to start arguing about whatever point they were making. So those are your options. We got a lot of good ones.
Hawk Show and Mute is such a good name. I don't think I talk about it enough, but that is such a good name.
It is a good.
You know what my goal is this season, Jack?
What is your goal this season?
I want to cast way more games.
Well, you can do that with me.
Yeah, I want to do that. We should cast at least once a week together.
I think we can make that happen.
I think we can make that happen. I think we could make that happen. That's what you sound like.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Chat, is that what I sound like? Please say no.
Is that what I sound like, Chet?
So I go.
I do have a box of peach tweets over, but I don't think I'm gonna have any tonight because I have work tomorrow.
I'm drinking a protein shake and some kind of drink that my girlfriend didn't want from Kava.
What was the drink?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me taste it, and I'll tell you my opinion.
All right. That's mysterious. I like that.
It's kind
I
of like a
little
strawberry
mystery.
type lemonade thing, but not really.
Oh, strawberry lemonade is delicious.
Strawberry lemonade is delicious.
Dude, I just got an email from a colleague with the subject line, I need you to tell me if this idea is crazy. I love my colleagues.
That's great. That's an awesome one.
On a Sunday at 9:30. Fantastic.
I just got an email from my car dealership that they're shipping my tags tomorrow.
Ah, did you do custom ones?
I bought a new car.
You gotta do custom
No,
ones.
I did not. I need to do something. What would be a cool one? How many characters can you do?
7.
Is it 7?
At least I think it's 7 by standard, but I think there are some exceptions to that. I think there are some exceptions where you can do 8, but I don't know. I think it's either certain states or certain like specialty plates within those states.
So you're saying I could do get milk?
You could do get milk. That's 7 characters, but it would have to not be taken by
milk
anybody
me?
in your
Hashtag
state.
milk me?
Hashtag milk me would work.
That's good. I'm going through a bit of a crisis. You know how? Okay. Do
Yeah.
you know like the Milk Esports chants? There's like hashtag get milked, but there's another one.
Mhm. What's the other one?
Hashtag utters out.
Oh, that's a great one.
Well, okay, so we have a Game Changers team that has qualified for main stage, and now people are spamming that in the chat, and I'm having to be like, I don't think this is the place to spam utters out.
No, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. It's going great. I love it.
Let's see here. Milk is a banned
feel
phrase.
like-
I don't think so. I feel like I've seen plates with milk. I mean, you can go r/license plates and you can see a bunch. I swear to God, Maryland, which is my home state because it's obviously the best state in the entire country. I guess they have like either cheaper or really relaxed barriers to getting vanity plates. Because I swear to God, like every other post in r/license plates is a Maryland license plate.
I do feel like that's true. I feel like when I've seen them on r/license plates, it's been Maryland grossly like most of the time. Why is that?
Because it's the best state in the country, first of all. And second of all, we just have really funny, great people who come up with really funny, great license plates. Is calc
big
short
is
for
Maryland?
calculator? I think. Or calculus. Or
I would think calculator. If you just showed me calc, I would think calculator.
I don't know. Don't ever compare Maryland to France. That's ridiculous.
Guys, you could live anywhere on earth you want except for France. That's where I draw the line.
Oh, a little ethnocentrism on the.
Not about the people,
Okay.
except for when it is. That
Paris is great.
airport sucks. I hate Paris. I mean, I love Paris
Charles
as a
de
city.
Gaulle?
It's so great. It's so beautiful, but God, I hate that airport, man.
Yeah. Having a bad.
I think it's
having
they
a
just
bad
hate you
airport
when you're
sucks.
in the airport.
EWI is a good airport.
Yeah.
You can get where you want to go. That's true, Zelius. You did meet me in Maryland. And then when you went to France, you didn't meet anybody you knew. Because there's
That's true.
nobody you know in France, I don't think.
You don't know anyone in France?
I don't know anybody in France, do you?
I
Actually,
think
that
if I
might not
do.
be true. In high school, we had a French exchange student. His name was Valentin. And so I was one of, I mean, my name is Jack, if that wasn't like abundantly clear based off of my username. Although it
Your
would be
name
a
is
really
Jack?
funny misdirect.
It's not Jackie?
Yeah, no, it's not Jackie.
Oh.
And so there were 3 of us, and so I get a phone call one day. I think it was like maybe he came over in like middle school or like 9th grade. Either way, like I was not very popular in high school, which I think is like really evident when you talk to me. And so
I actually am surprised by that.
Well, okay,
You're pretty
I don't know
charismatic.
how to integrate that into my sense of self, but I'll do my level best. So Valentin, I get a phone call from him, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "Do you want to go to a football game?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go to a football game."
Football or football?
Football, like actual football, like American football.
Oh, okay.
And I was sort of like, okay, this is a little bit odd. And it was revealed to me several years later. I was not aware at the time. It was revealed to me several years later that he called the wrong Jack. Like when he looked it up, so he called the wrong Jack. He meant to call the Jack who was like actually his friend. And it occurred to me while I was at the game that like that might be the case, but I never actually like thought much about it. So what time are you at? I'm at 27,
I'm at
6, 8,
I'm at 56.
56.
59. 1 minute. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107.
Okay.
108.
Thank you.
Okay. That is a hilarious story.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was probably not hilarious to live, but in retrospect, it's pretty funny.
Well, at the time, I didn't know. I thought it was a little bit odd, but I also like I was pretty socially awkward, so like I didn't know. I was like, I guess this is like what you're supposed to do. Like I guess this is chill. So it never
how
occurred
did you
to me
find
that
out,
it was
though?
wrong. Because he told me when we were in like senior year of high school, so like easily 4 or 5 years after the fact. Isn't that
I don't
crazy?
even know if I'd bring it up to somebody at that point. I would just be like, why?
He was like, he was
why
like, hey, I
no?
have to tell you. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he was like, do you remember when we went to that football game? And I was like, yeah, that was kind of odd. He was like, yeah, I meant to call like Jack and then like the last name of a different Jack in the grade. And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense actually.
That's so funny.
So
I can't get over how funny
that's my origin story.
I don't have like a. I mean, there's plenty of stuff. But
Dude, these
nothing
people
I
are
can talk
brawling
about on
again. Dave the First in
Dude.
highlight. What a matchup! Oh my gosh, that's a lot
That's
of damage onto highlight. But doesn't Olaf like
highlight-
he does a shitload more damage when he's low on HP?
He gets attack speed, I think. But I think
Ooh.
Dave, like
Mhm.
the wave is okay. I'm trying. Okay, you remember I used to cast a lot, and then I didn't cast for a long time.
Yeah.
In the time that I have not casted, I speak degenerately about the game. So I'm
That's
trying
fine.
to reset myself back into professionals and not be like, yeah, this wave is like it's words I
It's
can't
chopped and
say. It's
balled?
not good. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's real bad for Olaf.
Yeah.
But Olaf's gonna reset. He's gonna go down a farm, but it's better than dying and then losing the farm, which I like. And your other lanes are doing fine right now. You don't really like have to perma win at level 2 at Olaf. It's like fine. I don't think this matchup is great for Olaf because Sion just doesn't really care like about Olaf at all. Like,
Syndra has no items. Syndra had to base in TP because she had no items. She just bought Lost Chapter straight up.
Dude, that is actually a huge power play. You get to the Lost Chapter faster. You're on the Lost. You were not punished. You're on Lost Chapter faster.
That's fantastic.
If Olaf dies to this gank,
It's so
I don't want to.
chefed.
Okay, it's not gonna happen. I don't want to say. I don't want to be a reaction, Andy, but the game is over in top lane. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. The game is over. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I have found that like high elo players, like literally, like there will be a forced CSD at 10 minutes, and people will be like, "It's actually over. It's actually
I
over."
say it all
It's
the time
unwinnable.
now.
Unwinnable.
It has like okay. So when I stopped coaching Buttermilk, I took time off to just play solo queue, just play the game a bunch, and I have become so much more like, yeah, I think the game's over. Yeah, I think like
It's 3.5
if-
minutes. You missed
if they
3
play-
minions. Yeah.
yeah, it's like if they you're just like okay, if they do okay, this is good.
Oh my gosh, Toxo on mute, having
That's
to
a
find
wall.
a difficult situation, but the wall goes down.
The wall goes down. Also, they reset the Raptors, which is super annoying for Wukong.
I know. Gunny Hartman, like, why did we even walk to this? Why did you make me do that, Skippy McSkipper?
It's big. Skippy McSipper has a Lost Chapter now. The
Dude.
game is in amazing position. Also, it does kind of throw you off because this Syndra's gonna have more mana than she would otherwise. It's kind of like annoying. Like,
Yeah.
You normally wouldn't be playing against somebody with Lost Chapter right now.
It's hilarious.
Bot lane going very well for Jinx right now. You gotta expect that until 6. It's not like there's a lot of setup. Wukong and Ashe both very ultimate reliant champions, so like there's not you don't really expect a lot of ganking to happen early in this game.
No.
Maybe
I mean, maybe Reclaimer will be able to make something happen because Zac is a little bit more ganking power early.
Yeah,
but
Zac
it's
can do
still,
stuff.
still rough.
Yeah, it's I think Zach is super weird too because you never know. Zach is one of those champions that can skip a camp and make like a really weird timing gank happen from like an area you don't expect. And for people who don't know, Zach's elastic slingshot, which is the E, gets longer the more you level it. So like at level 4, level 5, you actually can get some pretty crazy like engages off. Good trade here.
Yeah. At top lane,
I think
again,
it's like-
it's just a brawl between Dave the First and Highlight. It's a lot of fun there as the wall goes down to keep Skippy McSkipper in the thing. Reclaimer tries to make something happen. Is going to force the flash out of Skippy McSkipper. The elastic slingshot showing its prowess. Prowess? Prowess?
I never should have told you the name of that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
If you're a champion that doesn't have a dash, Anivia can be the most annoying thing on earth. Like that, like you drop the ult, you're slowed, they wall you, and it's like you either flash or you're just gonna sit there and take the damage. Now you don't have flash, so I would expect Zach to return to the scene of the crime very soon. Zach is very good at punishing champions not having flash.
Yep, absolutely. And I mean, that was what we saw a bunch in the previous game, but sort of on the reverse side, where Talk Show on mute on the Xerath was just getting ganked over and over again by, oh my gosh, Skippy McSkipper is going to go down, is going to get the wall dropped, is going to stay in the Glacial Storm, I think is what it's called. Skippy McSkipper gets saved, but the flash, heal, and shield from Latimer is able enough to keep him alive, but OML Jabba is now going to try to make something happen, throws down the Flame Chompers, is going to take first blood, get excited, and run back to CS in their lane.
Yeah, first blood to Jinx also is massive. That's who
Huge.
you want the gold on ultimately.
Huge.
Anivia will have no problem pushing this wave in. There is no TP on the Cinder, so we'll be very punishing there. Oh, gotta be a little bit careful here. Level 6 on the Jinx.
Yeah, and
We got level 6 on Wukong now, though, so gameplay is available.
yeah, I'm sort of curious like how it worked over there. As Highlight goes to pops the ultimate ability and is going to try to make something happen. CC immune for both top laners is going to result in a draw.
Yep, good trade there. You pop the Ghost. Ghost pretty low cooldown. You do get the ult out of time. Time does have TP, though, so it won't be extremely punishing in the lane, but you do see Olaf, you know, if given a little bit of time to trade, doesn't get hit by that Q, can deal a lot of damage once that Conqueror procs. And everybody in the bot side river now. Level 6 on the Ashe. A pretty big spike there. Oh, Zach jumps in.
Oh, the elastic slingshot goes down, but that is a 1 versus 3 big dog. The aftershock enough to try to keep him alive for a little bit. The Let's Bounce is going to try to keep him away. Young Santa dropping down the spells to try to force CMSA into a difficult position. Gunny Hartman is now getting trapped in the Dragon Pit, is going to get walled off. And is going to and it's going to just hit S.
It's the real Wukong.
Holy moly, what a
That was
psychological
A+
play.
acting. A+ acting job. Pretending
A+
to be
acting.
the clone. Big thing there that matters a lot, and only the Wukong ult is invested on that.
Yeah.
It will not have that for any follow-up fight here. Ashe pretty low mana, but the dragon doesn't get taken. Wukong gets a free base off, and you can see the ping on the grubs there. Syndra does get to push in multiple waves mid during that play. So it does reclaim a little bit here. Oh, got to be careful. A wall here could be a kill.
Yeah, Talk Show on mute wants to try to make something
Okay.
happen, but there's no flash for either mid laner, so Syndra can neither get away, nor can Anivia flash forward to put down the wall.
Yep. So right now we're just a lot happened and then not a lot happened. We're right back to just
Classic.
normal
That's what these
everyday
teams do.
gaming here.
It's exciting, it's exciting, it's exciting. I mean, I expect CMSA Esports to have something happen in return. They're going to pick up the Void Grubs. They're going to do it on Vision, but it's going to be Void Grubs for Tower traded away.
That's a dragon.
Void Grubs for Dragon traded away.
I was like, where are they taking a tower?
Where are they taking? Can you take a tower at 9.5 minutes? Holy moly.
I was like, whoa.
Oh, Anivia. What a champion. Just clear waves. Make walls. Jabba
This
was
could
trying to make
be
something
Ashe
happen.
having
John
the
has
flash.
flash and barrier is going to be able to sidestep.
Oh.
The Seraphine Charm comes down. John does not flash away and is going to end up getting knocked up by the elastic slingshot and taken down. That's another kill over to Jabba. And they pop
Yeah,
the
Syndra will
barrier
be here
with
to
it as
catch
well.
Yeah, Syndra will catch the wave here. Good for her. This gold is not just lost to the world. Anivia was on a base, so mid-wave not being pushed into punish just yet. Should be an easy clear the wave and rotate back, I assume.
Yep, and John, you know, held flash for a little bit, did not flash the encore, and ended up paying for that with his life.
Yeah, I was surprised how maybe just wanted to hold the flash, hoping to not be able to be bursted since there weren't a lot of items yet. But Jinx is off to the races. Has a finished first item, is 2-0, is ahead on CS now. This game will become another one. Java early on in the economy here, showing that they can absolutely play the ADC. Game 1, extremely good on the Tristana. And now game 2, played very well on the Jinx.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like, I mean, right now we have more of a gold lead than we saw for the vast majority of the game for game 1.
Yeah.
So OML Father Figure's in a really good position, and having all of those, like both of those kills and all of that gold onto the Jinx means that they are setting themselves up to scale really nicely as the Ragnarok goes down from Highlight there. Dave the First is trying to take a beating here. The axes keep going as CC immune from both, but the flash forward from Highlight is going to be able to enough to stop it. Dave the First is going to flash away to safety. Gunny Hartman now is going to be in a difficult position, is going to try to flash away, is going to run away to the blast cone, and is quite behind enemy lines. It's going to be difficult for Gunny Hartman to get out of there, but he'll just try to burn as much time as possible while the bot lane crashes. Oh my gosh. The Cyclone Spin, I think is what it's called, or whatever it is going to go down. Gunny Hartman is going to try to run away. Reclaimer is going to try to move forward. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow from downtown. The wall comes down from Talkshow on mute. The crucial snare is going to be enough to tag Gunny Hartman, and enough damage comes down from Reclaimer to pick up their third kill of this game. And Reclaimer just wants to go bot lane right away. He's going to jump in with the Elastic Slingshot. John still has flash available. He's going to use it to get away from the Encore as the Super Mega Death Rocket goes into the abyss.
Oh, what an amount of corner there is. It's actually, I mean, they get a lot of subs in the bot lane after, which is huge, obviously. But a gold, like, actual efficiency on killing the Wukong is actually about even, because they got 2 plates off mid and crashed multiple waves. So they did get a lot off of that. The Cinder also is not weak.
Damage here. The Syndra is able to do a little bit of damage. Talkshow on mute, returning a little bit of that damage back. But yeah, you're right. And now Talkshow on mute, despite, you know, having a more convincing lead here, is a level down.
Yeah, it does have TP here, which will be nice, but it's down about 200 gold. Syndra, it does get to push his wave in, and we'll keep Anivia around there. Anivia, though, is on the tier Roa build, so it's kind of one of those waiting builds. You'll get a level whenever you're Roa. Oh, Syndra.
Ooh. Reclaimer wants to try to make something happen, but nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Also, quietly, Zach has had a very good game, but Wukong is farming extremely well. Up to almost 100 farm. The gold dead even on them has that Trinity spike now. We'll have the ult back soon, and Olaf has gotten favorable trades in the top lane, but Sion doing Sion things, loses a trade, and then clears the wave and feels fine about it.
Yep, Sion just sort of feels like one of those top laners where it's like, just whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah, it's one of the perfect things against Olaf, because champions like Olaf who want to get a lead and kind of run the game over, Sion is very hard to get a lead against if played correctly. All right, Wukong in the bot lane. They do have Ash Arrow here. This should be a red flag. You know, they double pinked the bot bushes.
Yeah.
That should be your, like, hey, why would they do this?
Right.
Why would they?
Who else's
so
pink
much
word
vision?
was there?
Yeah, like, why are they clearing this? And
Oh my
They know
gosh,
Wukong's
Dave the
there. I feel
First
like they
is
have
going
pinged
to
Wukong.
CS the wave as Highlight is putting damage onto him. This is a much, like, do whatever you want. I don't care.
101. STP does not care. 7 seconds on this dragon. Pretty good setup in bot, but Zach has gotten into a very good position. Oh,
the Enchanted Crystal Arrow onto Jabba, who's going to cleanse it away immediately, is not going to get tagged up by the volley, so the slow is not going to play it down. Gunny Hartman cannot catch up.
yeah, that's huge. That great cleanse right there. If you're a second later on that cleanse, you get engaged on by Wukong and you lose your flash.
100%. You get
Reclaimer
tagged
has
by
to
the
be a little
volley,
bit
and then you're
careful
slowed up. As Gunny Hartman and Reclaimer are going to go blow to blow here. Latimer running away. Talkshow on mute, and Scapey McSkipper are going to try to make something happen. Reclaimer gets knocked up and is going to end up getting the passive not triggered at all. The Super Mega Death Rocket is going to put a little bit of damage down onto John, but Jabba is just not yet there. Reclaimer wants to try to make something happen. He's going to use the Elastic Slingshot to get in. Ooh. Scapey McSkipper has to flash away from the stun out of Talkshow on mute.
This.
And they're losing top. They lose top tower. They're going to be able to pick up their second dragon. They say, you know what, whatever. We lose tower. We want to put ourselves in this good scaling position. Let's get the dragon. Oh, the flame choppers go down. Jabba.
Oh, Jabba's got to be a little bit
kill.
careful.
He's going to try to make something happen. The encore goes down. John does not have flash available. Jabba's going to try to pick up the third kill of this game and is going to not quite do it. Latimer is able to save with the cozy campfire. Oh my gosh, the Milio pick
Holy
just
moly.
got
Holy
like,
moly.
so much value in the past minute.
Yeah, and they're going to get some nice plates down here for the Jinx during this. Olaf obviously does get very juiced during that play. Gets the tower gold pop, all the plates off that. Gets to crash the wave in top lane. But you can kind of see how hard it is to walk into space against this OML comp. Very good play out of Nivea Zach. They bring the Scion down. They say, we don't care about the gold difference. We just want to secure this second dragon, and it works out perfectly for him. Oh my gosh.
And John, still no flash available. The Enchanted Crystal is going to be enough to try to stun Reclaimer up. The tower shots are going to go down. Reclaimer's going to get the passive pop. A teleport coming out from Highlight here as if Ragnarok comes down. Highlight wants to try to make something happen, is going to try to make a highlight reel here. Elastic Slingshot will take Reclaimer away to safety. John did not have enough damage to get that kill, but Highlight still wants it. This is such an Olaf moment.
It is. Also, they get the Rip Herald cross map during this. The gold is within 500, and they're going to be able to crash. Looks like, never mind. I thought they were going to try and crash the spotlight. They're not going to crash the spotlight, but that is the shutdown over to Olaf on Jinx, and you kind of see what Olaf can do in this comp. If Anivia's not there to put the wall up and stop him, he can just run this Jinx down, and now she doesn't have flash for Wukong. So it's very dangerous to be Jinx in the game right now.
Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things about Olaf is that, like, people say, oh, he doesn't scale well, but he does scale pretty well with an Enchanter, and he is one of the perfect Enchanters for it, right? With the Milios, the Elastic Slingshot goes forward. I don't think anything is going to be able to come of this besides a little bit of damage.
Yeah, they don't quite get the mid tower off that Rip Herald. It's barely alive, but is sneezable now. Will be very easy to take. They want to play this.
Another engage from Reclaimer. The Let's Bounce is going to be enough down to onto Skippy McSkipper. The Encore goes wide, the Zap goes wide, and so too does
They're
the
all
play.
mid right now, though. There is a lot of people around this mid wave right now, and there is no Seraphine ult. There is no flash on this Jinx. They are spotted on the board, so they are going to reset here. But again, they pull the Melio flash and ult, which is great for them being proactive and getting those cooldowns out of the way. Looks like we'll see more fighting here in the top lane.
I mean, just so much fighting between these two top laners, but Dave the First has no tower available, is going to be able to pop the ultimate to get away. Highlight did not quite get in front enough to stop it. Unstoppable Onslaught.
Yeah, that is the bot tower going down.
The
stun misses.
The Scout of the Week goes wide from Skippy McSkipper, who's going to get stunned up in return. The wall goes down. Talk Show on mute is going to take this kill handily.
Yeah, that's the danger. You miss that stun. Anivia can just make you stand there in the ult for as long as she wants. There's no flash on this Syndra, so very hard to play. Skippy McSkipper not having a lot of fun in that matchup right now.
No, absolutely
Also love that Zach is just running camp to camp and just ganking. The gank spot immediately goes mid and tries to gank.
Yep, fantastic. Also, not more than a 1,500 gold lead. About 1,000 gold. I mean, like, these two teams are so well matched.
Yeah, agreed. And what's funny is it's two completely different jungle styles happening. Wukong is power farming. Every time Zach shows somewhere, they're taking the camps on the other side of the map. But Zach is finding things. So he doesn't mind losing the camps because he's getting kills for his team. They would love to get this mid tower down right now. Jinx playing very aggro without flash, but does have that cleanse and has the Seraphine around kind of for safety. Dragon 1 minute away. That will be the next objective.
Yep. And this is absolutely a Jinx comp. But Jinx is not the only threat, right? Talk Show on mute has a lot of damage available. I mean, we saw able to take Skippy McSkipper down from 100% with just Malignance Roa.
Yep. And just when you thought the game was super close, there it is again, as we do have the mid tower.
If we took Gunny Hartman trying to make something happen, is going to spin away to safety with the remainder of his team. Reclaimer Charge at the elastic slingshot is going to go in. They're going to try to make something happen. The encore goes down. The Ragnarok gets popped. Young Santa is apparently the target. Jabba is not quite at this fight. The Ragnarok ticks out. The Super Mega Death Rocket goes down. A 3-4-man Let's Bounce from Reclaimer is going to be enough. Vladimir is going to be the next victim to fall to the father figures. Reclaimer able to slingshot out away to safety as CMSA is going to try to trying to defend this tower. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes down. John, with just a sliver of health, is going to have to walk away. That's 1 plate down. That's going to be 2 plates down. The Scat of the Week is not enough to scatter away father figures. They are not weak at all. Young Santa has next to no health left, and Skippy McSkipper has none. Oh my gosh. This game just won't stop.
Yeah, the problem is Olaf gets a great engage. The wall is out and sees the angle to say, hey, there's no wall. I can go straight onto the backline here. The problem is Wukong doesn't have ult. There's not a follow-up to make that play happen, and they burst down the Olaf. They use the Jinx passive to turn on the rest of the comp, and then after that, it's just, you know, barbecue chicken. It's easy to run down the rest of these immobile carries.
I love that. It's just barbecue chicken. I think that's great, and it really was.
Finger licking good.
Finger licking good. Chicken. And you know, in CMSA Esports, they were the chicken in this one, and OML doing the barbecuing. Also, if either of us took a shot for every first-time chat in support of CMSA Esports, we would have to take one more shot from I am miffed, saying go CMSA in all caps. Apparently cursing the team because they lost a fight right after that.
Go, let's go! That's huge. No, that's huge. Yeah, if we had to take a shot for every first-time chatter from CMSA, I would be dead.
Yep.
Ooh. That Anivia Q is so long. I'm always blown away at how far away you can get stunned by it.
Yeah,
really love this mid tower.
And it tags away because it goes the length, but then it's also the circle thing. As the elastic slingshot gets charged up, Reclaimer wants to try to get in there, get the engage down. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to be enough. The Encore is going to tag onto 2. John is going to take a lot of damage. They're going to have to run away. The shutdown from Skippy McSkipper on top of Jabba, and Reclaimer's passive gets popped. They're going to be the second one. That's 2 shutdowns to the side of CMSA Esports. And you want to know what's really funny? There was a Go OML chat right before that fight.
Okay, guys, stop. You're cursing these teams.
Enough.
You are cursing these teams. This is big. Your jungler's dead. Your AD carry who has most of your gold is dead. The Baron is up. This is definitely playable. They do still have the Wukong ult, so there's always the threat of that, but they don't have Olaf ult, so they don't have that free engage. And Nivea also can be so annoying on this. Oh
the Baron yoinked highlight back into the Nivea ult. That was pretty rough.
Yeah, looks like they are going to dissuade them from it, which will probably earn them the mid tower because it'd be very hard for Ash. There's only 1 minion there. Can Ash
but it's
kill
like
this
so
minion?
little left, right? Yeah.
Yep.
The mid tower
Doesn't
gets
matter.
broken. That's a little bit of gold over. Go Milk Esports in the chat. All right. Nice.
Let's go. Let's go. They're
Well played. They won their series today, I think so.
We are 6-0 in LBLCS. 2-0. We 2-0'd all 3 of our series so far.
Very nice. Very nice.
I don't like when
What
the
rank
season
is
starts
this?
like that because I always get way
this
too
is our
like,
economy league, so that is sort of like gold and below. I think maybe gold and plat and below. Maybe a couple of plats, but mostly gold and below.
couple plats. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know, honestly.
window here.
Dave the First is in a bit of a tricky situation. Has the outer tower available, but oh my god, is so tanky. They're doing no damage to him. As Reclaimer says, all right, you guys want mine? I'll go for yours. And the Ragnarok gets popped away from Highlight, who's going to try to use it to run away. The Cyclone Spin from Gunny Hartman is going to try to get him away to safety. Gunny Hartman will end up getting away, but Highlight will not share the same luck. Goes down Jabba. 4 kills in this game.
Okay, obviously, I think now they know. They may not have known before, but I don't think Scion is the target you want to attack.
No.
It could take a little while to kill him.
No damage at all.
Yeah, there was no threat of Dave dying. Dave diving, though. Get it? Dave the Diver.
Ah, I see what you did there. It's like the same word, but with a
Jinx
different
on
vowel.
bot. They do see Jinx on bot, so I do like this play to say, like, hey,
Yeah.
you guys have to come contest us on this, but it is
Right,
a
it really
50-50,
forces
which is
it.
so scary.
Well, that's
Oh,
a bit of an early slingshot from Reclaimer, who wants to try to go in. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow on the Scout of the Week is going to be enough to stun him up. Skipper takes down Reclaimer before he's able to get anything done. Talk Show on mute is just walking at them. Melee range is going to try to run away. Drops down. The Glacial Storm is not going to be able to do enough. The passive getting popped away. Goes egg mode. It gets shut down by John. Dave the First and Young Santa now in a 2 versus 4 scenario. Jabba is not there. A confusing fight.
yeah, unfortunately, Jinx does not have TP, so cannot join the fight. So that is a shutdown over there. And all of a sudden, the Syndra is getting a lot of gold off these shutdowns. And if Syndra gets scary, Jinx, probably worst nightmare is like getting one rotation, right?
Yeah.
Getting just like
Yeah.
stunned and bursted by a Syndra. Like, and now Syndra 6 stacks on the Dark Seal, more than likely working on that death cap.
I think Syndra just
Yeah.
purchased a potion. I think she just
She may,
purchased an
because
elixir.
it is gonna be the soul fight. This is a very good thing to do if you have a huge fight coming out and you're not gonna complete an item, but you have a fight you kind of have to win. Getting an elixir early like this is good. Oh, Olaf is in a spot. Oh,
Olaf
John.
has quite the flank here. He's
Oh.
going to try to make something happen. He's
He's
going to
gonna
run
pop
down,
it.
pops the Ragnarok to try to get down onto Young Santa, and is now the target again. And is going to go down. Highlight gets the first kill of this fight, and is going to try to put so much damage down onto Dave the First. Is going to charge up the Q. Reclaimer is going to taken crucially low. Pops the Aftershock to try to keep himself alive. Dave the First is taking a beating on the back end here. Gunny Hartman spinning around the Glacial Storm, but the 2-man Scout of the Week from Misgiving McSkipper will not be enough to take out the kills. The Super Mega Death Rocket will also not be enough to take out any kills. Oh my god!
This game, the problem is Jinx in that
fight, by the way.
Yeah, Jinx alive. That's the biggest thing. Jinx in the back line was able to just hit in that fight. I think that fight's a walkover if Jinx is not able to auto 3 or 4 times, but 3 or 4 autos from this Jinx turns that fight completely. She's on the Infinity Edge. She hits a lot, but they're going to get the dragon. They're going to stop the Soul Stack for now. And this game is extremely close again.
Yep, CMSA Esports able to take this 4th dragon crucially to keep it from being a complete soul sweep. OML Father Figures kind of death brushing.
Whoa!
Reclaimer wants to go in with the elastic slingshot. The Emilio ult is going to come down. Scout of the Week will stun him up, but it won't fully deter the Father Figures, who are going to try
see
to
them on
start
this.
up this Baron, take out the pink ward. It is going to be a fight at Baron, which will likely determine the game.
Yeah, this is super dangerous also because Wukong is in the area, has
Look at
Smite,
Wukong.
is in
Wukong
the
goes in, is now invisible, jumps in, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes down, steals away the Baron as the Elastic Slingshot gets charged up. Gunny Hartman goes down, falls, the bouncing around from Reclaimer will not be enough to bring his team over to the opponents. A stolen Baron from Gunny Hartman.
Oh my gosh, that is huge. There's no dragon to trade either. There's no objective to get on the map, so Wukong dying doesn't matter. There's no big objective to get on the map. They get the reset now. They have the Baron. They can stall now a little bit, get to this Death Cap and Infinity Edge that they need on their 2 carries, and man, this series gives.
Dude, I was just sitting here thinking like, oh my gosh, this is a little bit more decisive than game 1. And then I was quickly corrected of that opinion from CMSA Esports, who bring the gold lead to lower than 2,000 gold again.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, that's not huge. The biggest thing is you do have power spikes like Jinx's 3 items. Ashe is not quite yet, but Ashe is not far off that Infinity Edge at all.
No, she's got all 3 components, so she can't be more than 600 away.
Also, Death Cap for Cinder will be a huge power spike once she hits that. And the Dragons now, you have gotten one. Olaf now can... This is what's funny, is Sion can kind of be hyper annoying in this side lane like this, but once you get Baron, Olaf can just push the wave and kind of ignore that Sion exists. Yeah, you see here, it's going to be a
They
tower
try to
going
make
down. This
something
gold leash is going to
happen.
get smaller.
But won't be able to do it. They've got 3 members down there.
Oh,
Leaving John
there
and
is
Skippy
2
McSkipper to
carries
fend for
walking
themselves.
alone.
Reclaimer goes in, is going to be able to tag them up, is going to knock them both, is going to drop the Let's Bounce Super Mega Death Rocket. It's a goal! So is the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. The Encore is able to tag up John, who's going to start walking back, is going to flash away to safety as Reclaimer takes away his mid laner, Skippy McSkippy. The Elastic Slingshot again goes down on top of John, but the Ragnarok in the
wall.
backside. Jab, oh my god, that wall is so crucial.
That is a huge wall, and now I
Dave
think
the
Highlight
First
might
trying to
just
make
get
something.
punished.
Highlight has to run away now. Latimer might be able to try to save his top laner, but eventually says, "Nah, you know what, bro? You got yourself into this one." Highlight goes down. Jabba on a killing spree. Father figures say, "Oh my gosh, guys, can we bring this game back?"
Okay. Good news, if you are a CMSA fan, is the waves are in pretty good position for you. There's not a lot that can be punished. They probably lose this mid-inner tower, but ultimately, when you have 4 die, that's not that bad.
Could be worse.
Should be up to maybe defend the base tower here. Biggest thing, Dragon also not up, and flash off of Jinx. Jinx will not have flash for the next fight.
Correct. And that, I mean,
Oh
and
my
that is
goodness,
one of
they're
those
actually
crucial
gonna
things,
bulldoze
right?
this.
Oh my god, Reclaimer wants to try to take an engage here. The Scout of the Week is going to stun him up. Takes so much damage on the backside. Is going to get that Zac passive pop as Jabba tries to make something happen. Gunning Hartman is able to go down. Jabba has no flash available. Father figures are going to try to walk this one out, and CMSA Esports will let him.
Getting Zac passive pretty nice also. They do lose the base turret, but they don't lose the inhibitor crucially there. Is no Melio healer ult right now, so very dangerous against them. As you see
What a
bases coming
series.
off here. Are they able to cancel? Oh my goodness!
My
Oh, they're
god.
gonna cancel
But Young
Sundo!
Santa will not be so lucky. The Encore goes down onto a couple of members, but is not going to be enough. Skippy McSkipper picks up another kill this game as the Unstoppable Onslaught will take Dave the First away to safety. They got a little cozy with those recalls there.
Yeah, not from the campfire. Oh, good Q. Ash is
Not from
now
the campfire,
on that
indeed.
Infinity.
Oh my god, Reclaimer
there's
jumps
more
in again, is going to be able to
fighting.
find 2. Highlight has no Ragnarok available and is going to face the suffering of slows like the rest of us. Reclaimer takes a kill here, might be able to have charge up. They're jumping in once again. They want to try to make something happen. Eventually they just cancel it. Father figure, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth.
Yeah. Notably, no Olaf for this fight. It's huge not having your Olaf for this
Look
soul fight
where
right
Wukong
now.
is.
Oh. There's no way
Is he
go
going to
finish.
take this? Oh, he actually ends up jumping in. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes down as well. The drop kick is going to keep Reclaimer. Oh my gosh, is able to jump over his own
Wukong is
blob.
doing this!
Wukong is doing the dragon. Oh my gosh, what is happening over here? Gunny Hartman has leashed the dragon. It's going to hit us again in the exact same spot. It's going to get stunned up, knocked up, pulled back, rooted, and taken out. Soul over. for
I
Father
love the
figures.
attempt again to pretend that that is the clone and not the real one. Unfortunately,
Yep.
they did not fall for it this time.
Is looking like a very challenging hold here as Skippy McSkipper is going to take a number of rockets to the back. The Super Mega Death Rocket is not going to find anybody. Dave the First is saying, can you please get off? I mean, it's like a mosquito attacking me.
Yeah,
The Ragnarok is popped. The Ragnarok is down. Dave the First tries to jump back on top. Highlight is able to get to the blast cone, but does not get himself away. Just pops up right in the same spot. Father figures trying to take down and siege through the top lane. Look at Reclaimer's position, though. Crucially, he's charging up, jumps in.
Oh.
He gets dropped away by the drop kick from the Milio and is going to walk away, taking a little bit of damage on the backside there.
Reclaimer has no fear. Just absolutely ready to
None.
send it at all times. Huge
Oh
gun.
my god, 4-man scatter of the week coming up.
Oh
Pops
my
the cleanse away from Jabba is not going to be enough to get a kill here, but Dave the First is taking a lot of damage on the back, so the Encore goes down. John gets tagged up. It's going to take a couple of rockets to the back, but the Milio is enough to keep him alive. A shutdown onto Reclaimer going over to the side of Skippy McSkipper. A 2-man scatter of the week now. Oh my gosh, what a base defense from CMSA.
This Syndra hurts so much. Oh my gosh, that is sums off of several people off that fight. And Olaf is up in 2 seconds. They're going to do all they can to try to finish. The bot wave has to be cleared. It is cleared there. The mid wave will have more supers coming in soon. But this Syndra hurts.
She hurts bad. 3.5 items. Rabadon's completed. It is an absolute slaughterfest. I mean, a 4-man scatter of the week blows the cleanse out of Jabba. Buys enough time for John to finally start putting some damage down onto Dave the First, who is slowly walking away. I mean, this game could not, this series could not be more exciting.
Awesome series. Jinx is insanely juiced now. Is going to have the flash for this Baron fight if it happens. I think you still feel really good if you're OML, but Syndra is at that stage of the game where if you do step in the wrong way and she gets a full combo on you, you can get 100 to 0s very fast, and there is no cleanse right now. So it is still scary.
Tiny T74, there are rumors of a stream on Tuesday night, but we like to try to vary, so jury is still out to determine which teams will get streamed. You'll probably find out day of, maybe like 10 minutes beforehand.
That's my favorite.
I think I posted less than an hour ahead of this one, so.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back in time. Okay. The Baron is
Glad you did.
started. Yeah, I am too. I got to see this amazing series. Do they have a pink board? They do.
Absolute heater. Gunny Hartman wants to try to make a second Baron steal happen. OML pull off of the Baron.
They're playing very patient, but this is going to earn a reset from Syndra, and Olaf is pushing this bot wave extremely fast. That is a finished Void Staff there for Syndra, so that's going to be pretty good.
They're just sieging through this mid lane. Now they peel back off. They walk back toward Baron. Highlight is still trying to make a split push happen in the bot lane here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to pull back.
Too.
Yeah. I mean, you have Ash's Hawk Shot. You see the Baron get started again. They have pink wards in inventory. There's no
Look at Gunny. Gunny's over the side, gets knocked up, but the Baron's not low enough for that to really be a big concern.
Oh
Jumps in. Jabba gets the Baron. The steal will not come through from Gunny Hartman, who flashes away to safety. It's a Baron over to the side of Father Figures, and they're going to look to try to close out this game with the next push.
Olaf got 2 towers in bot lane, so a good amount of gold onto this Olaf. 2K in pocket leaving, but yeah, like you said, we have Elder in a minute and a half. They do have the Baron. We've seen how spooky it can be approaching these towers, so I expect to see them kind of slow play walking up this. Cleanse will be up soon for Jinx. Makes the game a lot easier to play, but man, what a game. Oh my gosh. Even Jinx got that Baron. It wasn't even either of the junglers that secured it.
It was just a crit from Jinx.
Insane. Yeah, she hurts right now. Jinx does
she hurts real
a
bad.
little bit of damage.
She hurts real bad. But yeah, I mean, this game here, OML know that Elder's the next thing. Both teams have pinged Elder Dragon. Both of them know that that is the next fight, that is the fight that will likely determine the game. Going to be an absolute heater, but we're coming into the final few minutes of this game if Elder will be that final fight.
They are pushing bot hardcore.
They are. Paksho on mute has flash available.
I don't love this because your team now, a lot of your play making is still mid right now. You're not able to actually contest this. I guess maybe in their head they thought, well, we're, you know,
oh, Jabba gets stunned up, pops
the
the cleanse again. Oh my god, that is so much damage. As Reclaimer tries to go in, the drop kick is going to be enough to keep his mid laner safe. As the Ragnarok goes forward, Jabba is now the target. Olaf tries to get it down, but the Ragnarok expires. He gets knocked up and held down. A Scat of the Week is not going to be enough to try to keep Highlight safe. Jabba.
They're just going to go to the Elder.
Oh my god. Well, they'll do Wolves first, I suppose. But yeah, they'll do Elder after
get
that. They're going to head there. Gotta get that gold. As Reclaimer wants to try to jump in again, is going to be able to tag up Gunny Hartman, who's going to try to spin away to safety. Is going to get rooted and walled and zapped and taken down. Dave the first.
Jabba!
Jabba runs forward, is not going to have enough. The Enchanted Crystal Lava onto Dave. Oh my god, Jabba just took like an auto attack from Ashe and 2 spells from Skippy McSkipper. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, even no matter how fed you are, you cannot run at the Syndra. She will
obliterate you. She's got 4 items.
Unfortunately, does mean Jinx will not get the Elder Dragon, unfortunately.
And then with the Shadow Flame Void Staff, basically doing true damage to Jinx at this point.
Yeah, Anivia with Elder, though, going to be extremely annoying.
Scion currently has 6,100 HP and 240 armor.
Nice.
I almost said horsepower.
Horsepower.
6,124 horsepower.
That's pretty fast.
It's pretty damn fast.
Syndra has 3,100 gold in pocket. What will the buy be?
I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat.
It is
Sika's
going to be a
Armguard.
Zon. Yeah, it will be a Zon.
Then the stopwatch, it just
Okay.
adds so much playmaking potential. I mean,
Especially against Zach.
especially
like-
against Zach.
Okay, a fourth of the Elder is off, so I expect them just to bomb it down top. You have double super
just
Syn, or
gotta.
you have super Syn the other way. It's like you
You
just bomb
have
it down
to press
top.
the
You always have
advantage.
to worry. Right as you crest this wall and walk in, Syndra's definitely gonna play like to just try to get a QE over this wall and stun whatever is there. I think you honestly, Zach has passive. I think you honestly maybe just sent it.
Yeah, I mean,
don't have
Reclaimer has
Aaron
been
there to, like-
fearless this entire game. Nose standing right on top of a ward, does not give a shit.
Are they just gonna get
So
this?
OML
Yeah, I guess they
sieges
have
this
to.
top lane turret. The excited from Jinx is coming down.
It's
No
so,
fight
this
yet.
Syndra is so spooky, but so is Jinx. Like the reset off of this is so scary. But now you have to deal with these super waves and that. Oh, if you get too close and the Nivea wall comes out, it is.
Dave the
Really bad.
first, leading the charge, taking out the minions, being a gigantic
God.
tanky monster.
Oh!
Reclaimer jumps in, is going to try to jump onto Highlight, who pops the Ragnarok. The Encore goes down, is not going to end up with the fight. Gunny Hartman tries to go in, is going to be able to find Jabba and tag him up a little bit. Highlight gets executed from the Elder Dragon, will be the first to fall. The Super Mega Death Rocket goes wide between Skippy McSkipper and Gunny Hartman as Reclaimer jumps in, wants to try to end this game. The Let's Bounce coming down. Latimer and John are the targets next. John, crucial, so close to being down. Gunny Hartman tries to go in to save the game and ends up dying. And that is a 2-0 from Father Figures.
What a series. Oh my gosh. Down to every game at the end was insane. I think OML in that second game played really well around their comp. Awesome stuff to close that game out. Patient at the end, getting the 3 inhibs and closing it out. But man, what a series.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. Let's go over and just check out some of the stats in that game. The overview was a lot more one-sided, but still not more than a 2,000 gold lead until the 21-minute mark. What a heater.
That was an insanely good game.
Yes, an insanely good series as well. If anybody from OML Father Figures would like to come on for a post-game interview, please join LBLCS community chat and we will drag you in. Oof. That was a series. I love streaming
That was-
economy.
It's always a banger. It's
always a banger. It's always a banger. Jabba, the Hut, OML, I think co-founder or something like that, will be joining us here. Jabba, welcome to the post-game interview for the low-budget LCS4. Is it the first time you've been able to do this?
I have dreamed of this moment for years, and I am here. I am pumped. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's been many seasons in other leagues, and I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I mean, when I saw your message that you hadn't been streamed in 5 seasons, I was like, nah, that can't be. And it ended up being that I was able to be the one to inaugurate your streamed potential here. And what a convincing series in this one. I mean, how are you feeling after this victory?
We were literally hopped in the other channel, and all 5 guys just started laughing, just memeing each other because our support's name is Zach, and we had a Zach on the team. And so I was like, Zach, what item are you buying? And they're like, why are you asking me? Was what Santa was saying. But anyways, I'm feeling really good. Economy is no joke. For anybody that wants to meme it, don't. It is no joke. That for CMSA, their first time here, legit. All across the board, legit. So excited to see what goes. But I'm feeling good. This is fun. Who thought that ADC would be more fun than support? I would not me.
Yeah. I mean,
that was gonna
you
be.
absolutely
go ahead,
did
John.
something. Go ahead, Vega. What kind of questions you got?
Jabba, first of all, congrats. It's so awesome to see you playing at Economy. Economy is, in my opinion, the most fist fight fun league there is, and you're absolutely right. You cannot take anything for granted in this because people will fight you over every ward, anything that happens. My question is, you kind of touched on it there. The swap to ADC, what is that like, and how are you enjoying it?
So little backstory. Our top laner, Dave, and I have been IRL friends for 13 years. We're the co-founders with one other guy of OML. and this is he had been playing, and so it's just fun to play with these guys. It is an absolute blast. ADC. I've been talking a lot with Achilles. Shout out Achilles, just saying, give me just a little bit of your power. But it's fun. I forgot CSing is hard. Don't count how many how many cannons I missed. But it's fun. Honestly, what's probably the most fun is these are guys that I've done on the FF team, like IRL lands with and other stuff. So we've known each other for a long time. So it's just fun, man. This is what the LBLCS is all about: playing with people, meeting other people, and just enjoying the game.
You get it. You get the spirit. That's exactly what I want to see. So you've got 95 people listening in. Tell us a little bit about OML.
So OML started as 3 guys who were going to LANs, and then COVID hit, and we were like, wait, we can do a LAN in our basement and drink beer, so why would we not do this? And so we started doing that. That's literally how it started. I wish we had a better thing. We were just 3 old men who wanted to do a LAN together. And over time, it slowly grew. We the one in over Topher joined in, and he was a huge catalyst to grow. And then we met the DVE guys, who are now the VE guys. And I mean, I could shout out so many guys and people. But it's just OML is just fun. We just want to enjoy the game together and play a little bit of Riftbound every now and then, and just have a blast.
Well, it certainly sounds like you are making that dream come true. And then, can you give us a little bit of insight into the name Father Figures? Is there are there actual fathers on the team?
So between the 5 of us starting, there are 11 kids. Each one of us has at least one. I think we did our average age is like 39 between all of us, or 38, somewhere in there. We have kids ranging from like 3 all the way up through a senior in high school between us. So when we were like, we always look for memes. So FF, we were like, oh, father figures, let's go. Because it's not a dad bod, it's a father figure. So
that is so good. That is so good.
So all of our teams, we try to have a little bit of fun memeing a little bit. So yeah, props to them. And I got to give credit. I think it was Young Santa who came up with the name, so I can't take props for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, Young Santa, gifted with the encores, gifted with the naming conventions. You must be feeling pretty good heading into the season. How many seasons have you been in the LBLCS? It's been a few at this point, yeah?
Yeah, I was trying to think. So I did one season in commercial with the OG roster, and then I think 4 seasons with the EZ roster in executive. And then this season was like, hey, let's have some fun. Let's see if we can do it. And so I think this is 5 or 6.
Nice.
But yeah, it's been fun. It's been awesome. So thank you for letting me finally get casted. I will admit, Santa is not a fan. He was very clear. He's cursed. I think this is maybe only his 2nd win ever being casted.
Yep.
So he was like, why did you do this to me? Why would you do this? But it's
fun.
fun.
I'll make sure to try to look out to see if I can stream Santa as much as I possibly can, just for fun. 2 and 7
that's gonna
in the chat. Ooh, that's a rough one. That's a tough one.
It's fun.
Jabba, thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you so much for being a lovely member of the LBLCS community as well. Is there anything that you would like to say to the fans and the viewers and the enemies and the haters and the lovers before you go?
As I said, economy is no joke. I appreciate the Denny's crew willing to see that, hey, we have a shot at this. But you know what? I'm excited for the end of the season. So this will be fun. There's a ton of teams in econ that I think are formidable. So no shade by anybody. It'll be fun.
100%. Well, thank you so much. And we'll bid you good night, Jabba. You can take this victory into your dreams.
I will. Time to go take a victory lap. Thanks, fellas.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Man, that is exactly what I want to see in the LBLCS. Just
That's
people
awesome.
having
I
fun.
love
That was
Java.
awesome. That was fantastic. I
wonderful.
Can't think of anything better than that. So if
Jack,
if
I think you're right.
I mean, I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. So if that's the kind of vibe you're looking for, low budget LCS, that's the place for you. If you enjoyed the cast, low budget LCS, that's the place for you. If you enjoyed this series, this absolute, I mean, 2-0 does not do the series justice by any stretch of the imagination. It was a bloodbath in game 1, a bloodbath in game 2. I think 40 minutes for both games. 38.5 for the first game, 41 for the second game. So average of like 40 minutes for these absolute bangers. I mean, stick around, join the Discord, come have fun. Could be you on stream.
It could be.
Vega, is there anything that you would like to say to the viewers before we close out this stream?
No, just thank you for everybody for tuning in. It's always a ton of fun to get to cast. We had a wonderful series tonight, wonderful chat. Thank you, everyone. Hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead of them.
Yeah, we had a great chat tonight. Love seeing all of the support for CMSA. Please make sure to keep that support up. And the support for OML, and also everybody just talking about their experiences. It's been lovely. Season 17, that's like, what, 9 years? Like 7 to 9 years of the LVLCS. So we are out here having a great time. Folks, please go out. It's Sunday, so we have a nice, beautiful reset. And tomorrow starts a new week filled with opportunities to absolutely crush it. So get out there, go do that. And remember, everybody, it takes two to tango. Have a good night.